Mars Void Spirit, you can make moves.
I'm going to say this again, even if they've gotten off to a bit of a rough start, I think the team on paper that has the highest ceiling is actually Elephant. Would you agree with that? Like, the only question mark for me in terms of going long-term, Super has a long history, but not playing position 5.
Right.
He's historically not. Was it position 1 back in the day, right? If I'm not mistaken, or was it 2?
I don't know if I fully agree, but I definitely think like individual players in this team are top 3 in their position, maybe. Yeah. But saying they're just flat out the best is tough, right? Like, you have teams like PSG, LGD that are just.
I would say they've hit close to their ceiling already. I'm saying Elephant is not playing well, despite having god tier players. So they can go up higher than.
I see what you mean. So they have like more room to grow.
Yes, much more room to grow than most teams in the tournament.
That's fair. I think that's fair to say. Yeah.
All right, as we have a pause, the predictions for Twitch are a bit buggy right now because you guys have crashed every server that we have. So that one is a bit up in the air. So if you're not able to get that to work on the stream, then just open your game and do it that way. Should be fixed soon. If not by today, at the end of today, then tomorrow's games, hopefully. But at the very least, the tooltip should work, guys, okay? All you need to know is what the Ags and Shards do. That's literally all I use it for.
That's all that matters in Dota.
The 90% of the extra features that we've added are really just for our amusement. It's really Ags and the Shard. Okay. So on to the game we go. So Eurus, a.k.a. Paparazzi, going to be playing the Luna. And, I mean, a hero that's obviously gotten her fair share of nerfs. None of them have been like super significant other than the Shard, which we talked about the other day. But it just feels like she is not on the same level that she was as of like 3 months ago.
Yeah,
which makes sense because she was like the #1 carry with TB. Yeah,
she got a redesign to her talents as well, which was definitely a nerf. And I think those were the 2 primary things. The nerfs were deserved. Like, this hero was just busted at that point. I still think Luna can be a good hero in the right strategy. So, and never underestimate the power of Lunar Blessing in lane. I think that's one of the like maybe underappreciated parts of it, is that when you hit level 3, if you go 1-0-2 or 0-1-2 or whatever, you probably always go 1-0-2 actually. 15 damage for your lane partner for free is very, very good. A hero like Io, when it lanes with Luna, very easily gets in a lot of attacks, especially with Overcharge. The 15 attack damage is valuable. So. See some rune fights here. I think Secret will just give up bottom rune and go 2 for 2 here. Their level 1 fighting capabilities are not great. Puppey actually walked into that.
Dead. Yep, the Aether Remnant held him in place.
Give the kill
First
to Luna,
blood
maybe?
is going to go the way of Somnus. Mr. Maybe himself. And that was a bit questionable from Puppey for sure.
I don't actually know what the idea was there. He even had the ward mid. Right?
So he just got really excited that his Thunder Strike hit 3 people.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a little bit odd.
Yeah. Sunstrike
got the
securing the range creep for Nisha.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, again, we talked about the team fight. The longest cooldown in the game is going to be the Chrono for Secret, but when they get it up, it's going to be dirty once Nisha has, I assume, the Aghanim Scepter at some point this game.
Yeah, probably going. He might go Midas Travel Eggs. Has been something that a lot of Invokers have done when playing with Void. But we will see. So this mid matchup, I'm actually not too familiar with how this goes. I think Void Spirit should fare pretty well against Invoker, just because Invoker's laning is very reliant on right clicks, and you have the Resonant Pulse to block a lot of the damage. And you can also just ensure your CS with various spells if you are getting a little bit low. So probably going to expect that to be kind of a draw. Top lane, Yapsar is playing the Monkey King as expected, together with Zai's Sand King. And they chose to lane the Io with Mars instead of with Luna, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they feel like Disruptor is going to bully Weaver Mars too much and they need the regen down here. Or maybe there's something I'm not aware of with Monkey King just being an atrocious matchup for Io or something like that. But this is a little bit unexpected for me.
Yeah, that is definitely odd. Boundless Strike with the Burrow Strike. Tree Dance as well. Eurus almost dropping there.
Yeah. They do have a salve on Super for him. Will be burnt here.
I mean, what about the possibility that FY just wants Yang to have a better lane here to try to mitigate some of Matu's farm? And we talked about
maybe they're just dodging them. Void with Weaver.
All right, the Glimpse actually breaks the tether, but the new tether has come. Thunderstrike.
Decent
Two
damage.
heroes connected. Yang. I mean, imagine this without an IO, syndereN.
Yeah, it could just be that they feel like the lane has too much pressure. And this way you avoid playing against time dilation with Weaver, which really sucks, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Nice play by Super Top. Was faking that he was going for the range creep, and Zai went for the stun. And it does not connect because Super just didn't go for the creep, and now Zai might actually die. That was
Swarm applied as well.
honestly
oh my.
really sexy play. That was awesome from Super. That very, very nice. If he goes for that CS, I think that stun lands no matter which angle he Shikuchi's that last hit at. And with that stun out of the window, they seize the opportunity, find a kill. Very, very well done.
Yeah, so Eurus, as a result, off to a very good start with the 17-3 CS. And on the other side, 9-0, unfortunately, for Matu. So, talked about the Mars. You know, against a melee hero especially, kind of rough stuff. You can time walk the damage off, but it's such a long cooldown early on.
Yep.
And what kind of, are you expecting the Mask of Madness Maelstrom build? The typical stuff from Matu?
Probably, yeah. You could take a path where you don't need to do so much damage in the chrono because you have all this overwhelming team fight through Disruptor, Sand King, and Invoker. But I still think the other way of looking at it is you need to have physical damage because these enemy heroes are going to buy BKBs against your lineup, right? You will always buy BKB against Invoker, and then you just have added value because of Sand King, Disruptor, and Monkey King. So probably has to do the right click. Make it worth it as well to get Alacritied by Nisha. So, yeah, probably Mask of Madness Maelstrom into BKB, and then another damage item.
Yeah.
Would be good.
But with Super playing Weaver, by the way, we talked about the idea of Ags having potentially a really strong impact on this game, but will he ever get it? That's going to be rough farming.
Yeah, that's
for him.
true. It is
like
hard to
position 4,
obtain.
you can have some flexibility in that, right?
Just find Philosopher's Stone, man. It'll be fine.
True, true. But then you have lowered attack damage.
The cheering is back.
That's true. I missed it.
Guys, make sure to cheer if you love cheering. Cheer if you're happy cheering is back.
Wait, can we mimic? Can we say cheer for a specific team to see if it actually has an impact? I'll have to try that later on.
Right. Nobody is happy it's back. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Here it is. Taking some damage here as Zai, very annoying, had to take off that swarm constantly. And down the strike, Burrow strike. Super had stayed just a little bit too long.
Yeah. Bit of a mistake there. He made arguably the coolest play and the saddest play in the game. The saddest play probably still goes to Puppy for the first round. But.
True. Maybe we can get instant replay.
Nisha.
Yeah, he takes some heavy damage from Somnus, but now everything's on cooldown. Sunstrike will be sidestepped. Actually pops the Fairy Fire just in case as well.
Nisha has to be careful here. He does have 1 charges and the Fairy Fire, but I still think he can die if all of Somnus' spells connect here.
Yeah.
Might try for it if he's feeling lucky. He's gonna chill, get the creeps in the tower. Maybe he's waiting for a moment of opportunity at level 6.
Yeah, I mean, the Resonant Pulse isn't going to be enough, and you have so much time with Dissimulate to actually dodge it, or at least use your Fairy Fire and whatnot. It's really the Aether Remnant that has to connect to get the kill at this point. Zai, again, being forced out of lane. I mean, it seems like a tough Sand King lane for now.
Has the Ring of Health at least. It's going to help. Regenerating 10 health per second all the time here, so chilling out in the woods for a minute will give him full health once again, but Super is definitely on his tail and has the advantage of the night vision from Luna to easier get an understanding of where Yapsor is as well.
And Super now on the run. So looking at the mid lane in terms of CS, 24-12 for Nisha and 28-9 on the Void Spirit. So not too. I mean, who actually did you say who you actually favor in terms of that matchup?
I think it's pretty even, but Somnus had the first blood, right?
Yeah.
That is going to swing any matchup in mid quite a lot.
Yeah, but CS is still relatively even.
He's ahead by about the first blood in gold, right? So.
That's Zapzor. See, it's a little vision on Super here in the top lane. Interested to see how Yapzor plays this Monkey King going forward, because we talked about this so many times before, and you've played with him, actually. Very greedy 4 in general, but he's actually kind of brought it back a little bit, I feel like, in the last year and a half
I think it's largely also been by necessity, perhaps, in how the game has developed. Oh, he's in trouble here.
Lucent Beam cancels the Boundless Strike.
Good
There's
Sun
a Burrow
Strike.
Strike, Boundless Strike into the Sun Strike as well. Lots of strikes, one could say.
He's still dead, though.
Yeah, it ends up being a 1-for-1, but they'll take that. That's Boundless Strike, Burrow Strike, Sun Strike.
Yeah,
That's
and Thunder
great.
Strike.
Thunder, oh my goodness. What other strikes are in the game? Blink Strike from Ricky.
Faceless Void can attack, that's a strike.
That's very good. I wouldn't have thought of that one. All right,
It's
Matu
Puppy's
getting
strike
pressured
strat.
more.
Very cool.
The what? The strike strat?
The
Yeah.
strike strat is stacking strikes.
Who doesn't have a strike? Oh, it's just Faceless Void.
It's just Void.
Yeah. Okay.
Good naming conventions there on the spells.
It's really good.
Yapzor,
Yeah.
is he going to cut the right tree here? If Super were to tango this tree, I think Yapzor actually would die.
Yeah.
So a little bit... Well, he probably felt safe that Super didn't know exactly which one he was in, but that could have been
Of
dangerous.
course, you'd have to expend a Tango as well to do that.
Yeah.
I believe the Quelling Blade is...
Yeah, true. Eurus could have also tried
Eurus.
for it. Yep. Matu has hit level 6 bottom. We'll see if they try to make any use of this first Chronosphere with a Sunstrike combination. Level 4 Sunstrike does pretty high damage, about 300 pure.
Yeah, not too far away from Midas, so just expect him to play the long-range game with the Sunstrike overall. As Mask of Madness is in fact being built by Matu. No big surprise there.
No.
And I don't even know what people build on Mars anyway. Is it still the Yules? We saw a lot of Yules at the Animajor, but...
He's getting Soul Ring here. Soul Ring Dagger, I think, is probably the most popular now. I think their lineup really wants a Dagger on Mars as well. That's the other thing. So, wouldn't mind seeing that coming out from Yang.
You can see Somnus making his way towards the bot lane now. See if he can end up finding anything in terms of a kill. Has the haste activated.
Secret are very aware of this. They started playing
Indeed.
passively in lane while Nisha's pushing mid, so they know this is coming.
Yep, and Nisha
But
now
do they
retreating.
know it's coming back the other way? Doesn't matter. Oh, they were thinking about making that move. You saw FY starting a TP mid on his IO, but cancels it. Nothing comes of it. Puppy wants to glimpse, maybe.
Yeah,
Doesn't have
Boundless
it.
Strike, Thunder Strike, Kinetic Field.
Monkey Strike.
Yep. Jingu Strike. Yep. Yang will activate his passive and looks very intimidating. It's actually a lot of damage mitigation with that, with an IO connected.
Somnus is back again. This is like a musical chairs situation.
It seems like
Keeps
each
dancing between
respective
the
team
lanes.
knows where he is at all times.
That's true. His team definitely knows where he is as well.
Yeah, that's not always the case in
That,
pubs. You just gotta
I guess
remind
that is
people.
true. Puppy is
Mars,
dying.
Yeah, Arena into the spear. Somnus is here just to clean things up. It's like, you know what? I spent the last minute and a half walking around in circles. I get this kill, bro.
Yep.
That's how it's going to go.
The good news is he gives up some space here to Super Mid, who now almost has Aghanim Scepter. So
Why did I find that so funny? God, I hate you.
double damage top. Super is probably gonna. This is gonna get denied.
Yeah.
Dire's
All right.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, still pretty far away from the level 6 on the Weaver, but I assume he's going to be taking the Tome, or maybe it's the IO actually. Yeah.
This is something that's good about Support Weaver. It's actually a pretty decent hero
bot
to
lane, we're going to see
park.
the Chronosphere with the Static Storm combo. Sunstrike to follow. Yang still alive thanks to FY's help. Matu, of course, not a whole
no,
lot
if
of
they get the
right-click damage.
kill
He
here,
gets
that
speared
is
into the tree.
terrible for
Matu
Secret.
finds his way to the grave.
Oh,
that is a
dear.
huge turnaround for Elephant. As you can see, Zai being chased in the top lane still has that swarm applied as Yang in the bot lane. Yapzor stuck in between FY and Yang, and he's going to end up going down as well. Somnus back into the fray. That is going to be a double kill for Yang and 3 kills overall.
I'd get say yikes
Wow.
out of 10 for me. That is really, really sad for Team Secret. They used everything, and they still can't kill Yang. They used Sunstrike, Chrono, Static Storm, and he doesn't die. And then he kills Void.
Yeah.
And then Void Spirit shows up, and they get an additional 2 kills and a tower. That is about the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Because not only did your kill fail, but now you have no playmaking potential, right? You've used your Chrono, you've used your Static Storm, and your Sand King doesn't have Dagger. So Elephant are just like, all right. Now we can kind of do whatever we want for 2 minutes. That is rough.
Radiant's bottom tower
And that's a
is
long
under
ass
attack.
cooldown on that Chronosphere
It
as
is
well.
2.5 minutes.
I mean, we talked. You asked why Mars? That's why, I guess. Mars Io very strong,
Has
Yep.
fallen.
and it's just for the laning stage. Later on, you can hook up to the Luna once she's got some actual farm to work with. Very cool indeed. And Zai, you can see homing in on his Blink Dagger. Just a few hundred gold to go.
Yep. It's going to
Yeah.
grab at bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Haven't really
attack.
seen too much from him, but that's obviously because he doesn't have the Blink Dagger yet. But I assume once he gets that, that's the ramp-up time for Secret.
He even has the Tumbler's Toy, which is very good on Sand King, similar to Shaker. It gives him a lot of mana and gives him extra reach. That extra 300 reach on Blink Dagger is no joke. If you think about it, that's kind of what you get for buying Ags, right? Get that extra cast range on Burrow Strike. And of course, other things. It's not as good as an Ags. That would be kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say
that would be Essence Ring on Wisp pre-nerf. That was absolutely broken.
Yeah.
But
All right. Now attached to Eurus for the rest of the game. So just farming away to their heart's content. And Matu trying to catch up. I mean, how does Faceless Void is not going to keep up with Luna Farm? That's just a fact of how
Yeah.
the hero is
Yes,
designed.
for sure.
So what they really need to play around is the Chronosphere into their combo, which they tried to, just not enough damage at that point.
Is under attack.
yeah, they might need to just calm down a little bit. It really sucks that this bottom move fails for them just because of how big the loss is compared to if they did nothing, right? But you need to take a deep breath, remember what the strategy is, what your timings are, and you're pretty far away from the big one, which is Nisha getting Aghanim's Scepter. He's going to get his travels delivered now. Nisha's having a good game. He's farmed.
Yep.
100 CS minute 13 is great for mid invoker. Definitely.
syndereN, when you
Staying on track.
you were leader of many respective teams throughout your career,
Mm-hmm.
did you ever in the middle of a game, oh, we're going to see Boundless Strike into the Chrono, Sunstrike to follow?
He did.
He did indeed.
Did I ever?
Did you ever, in the middle of a game, tell your team, take a deep breath?
Not with those words, but definitely something similar many times.
Dire's top
Why
tower
not those
is
words,
under
though?
attack.
Somnus?
Because then they
Finds
couldn't have
Puppy.
taken me seriously.
Looks like Puppy, oh, he's actually, no, Lucent Beam is there.
Yeah,
We
he's
can see
actually dying
FY
to
with the
F4.
relocate. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're probably just going to end up back in the jungle where they came from to maximize the farm.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah. Back to the triangle
Dire's
we
top
go.
tower is under
And then we
attack.
TP top. Okay. I
Okay,
think
then.
Secret are not
Oh.
going to expect this.
Yeah, Spear. Yaps are stuck to the tier 1 tower, and Eurus and company clean them up relatively easily. But I do like the move from Secret in terms of the Chronosphere cooldown. Right when it was up, that's when they made their move. They're planning everything ahead, and that's kind of what they have to do to get back into this game. But it is a bit of an uphill battle.
I feel like this game is just Super is dying. He's the only kill they have, I just realized. They've killed him 5 times.
You are correct.
They are just killing Weaver. Actually not
Huh.
going for Axe, he's going for Spirit Vessel. I guess trying to combat the
Okay.
lifesteal of Faceless Void and the Time Lock? Don't know.
That is kind of odd.
It's okay, but I feel like the Axe is just monstrous this game, right?
Yeah.
Is under
Maybe he values getting the health too. I mean, the Vitality booster is very nice on Weaver. The hero has absolutely terrible stat gains. I think the worst in the game, or at least some of the worst starting stats. They've always been very weak.
And Matu's going to get this tier 1 tower with no contest from Elephant.
Dire's top
Of
tower
course,
has fallen.
Secret did throw a couple bodies at that originally, so they'll be happy with that trade either way. And Yang zoning in on his Blink Dagger now, so just a couple hundred away.
Went for the hood on the way. Obviously a great item against the Radiant lineup. We talked about BKB being amazing. Very often games that BKB is good in, hood will also be valuable. And he just hits that earlier stride with that, so can very easily frontline for his team. Oh, he sees Yapsor. That
All right.
No Quelling Blade on Mars is costly there. I think he should have speared.
All right, dumb question. It's not a dumb question. This is actually fine. If there's a tree in Mars Arena and he's on it, can he jump out? Because it's the verticality, right? So you should be able to.
I think Mars Arena breaks every tree.
Oh,
in the
does
circle.
it?
Yeah.
Every
so,
tree.
So that's why Yang did it there.
All right, what if you grow a tree after it's been placed.
And then Monkey jumps on that?
Yes.
I think he can jump out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was... it makes sense that he tries to Arena, right? Because he knows it destroys the trees. But if you look at it from a risk-reward perspective, that's a missed ulti. If you try to Spear or God's Rebuke and one of those connects, you probably find the kill as well, right? So
Yeah.
I think it would have been an easier and less... a better risk-reward choice.
Wow, Eurus is quite farm. Has the Mask of Madness and BKB now.
And close to getting Dragon Lance again.
Yeah, I thought he had Dragon. Oh, yeah, he took it apart. I see. Yeah. Win probably 56%. Would you agree with that?
Probably kind of, just because, like, I really like Elephant's position in the game right now, but I just know Void Invoker.
Yeah.
They're not far enough ahead that you feel like, okay, this is going to be real trouble. If Secret just keep their cool and farm their items, they can win this game at any point after 25 minutes. There will always be the possibility of that huge team fight. And knowing that Weaver is going Vessel is probably... Alright, he did get the item.
Oh.
The one item.
Oh, Philosopher's Stone. Minus 30 attack speed, though.
Damage.
Or damage, I mean. Yes.
Completely irrelevant. Almost. That's a little bit.
Double attack. Okay.
It's an exaggeration.
The
it's not
Geminate
completely
is
irrelevant.
nerfed heavily.
He's not going to max Geminate anyway. He will max the Swarm.
Geminate is nerfed heavily.
True.
As a position 5 Weaver. But yeah, still good to have. And all right, maybe if the game goes long enough, he will get Ags indeed. But yeah, I am questioning the Spirit Vessel as well. I'm not sure. Maybe we're missing something. I mean, in theory, it could be good against the Jingu, but it's a position 4
Exactly,
Monkey
it's a support
King.
Monkey King. It is a good item on Weaver support, by the way. It's good in general, but I just think in this game, the Ags is just too good to pass up on.
Yeah.
And the problem with going for Vessel along the way is, let's say you get Vessel, and then next you grab that that Ags. Then, because you built Vessel, you might end up not affording your defensive item. Sometimes Weaver needs a defensive item to ensure that it can use the ult. And you won't have the gold for that because you bought a Vessel that cost you another 2k. So it's like debatable.
And Somnus. He has his Aghanim Scepter, so Resonant Pull. Just go straight for it. Didn't bother with Yules this time around.
Yapsor's playing Atos.
We'll be getting it secondary. Yeah, I saw that. Yapsor with the Atos soon. Burrow Strike from Zai into the Static Storm. That's going to be an easy peasy one on FY. He has the Essence Ring that you were talking about.
Essence Ring, Mech.
Not quite as good as it used to be.
He stayed alive as long as he could.
Would he have stayed alive with the old Essence Ring?
It would have made 0 difference.
Okay. Just wanted you to say that out loud.
It heals the same amount, just only to yourself.
Oh, that's right. That's what made it broken. That's
The
true.
old
I
one
thought
was
they
just
I thought they
crazy.
lowered the amount in general as well.
Maybe they lowered it by like 50 or 25. You might be right, actually.
All right, Roshan being attempted. Swarm coming through. It's going to scout things out just a bit. And another 15 seconds for FY. Has buyback as well, but won't need to expend it here. Yang.
Where's the Philosopher's Stone?
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, that's
is
a good
under
question.
attack.
Wait, did they not pick it? Did they not? Wait, was it Radiant who got it?
No, Luna picked it up for sure.
Dire
I don't see it anywhere.
I don't know. It's not in the stash right now.
Ah, that's weird.
Radiant's
I don't
middle
know.
tower is under attack.
Maybe somebody ate it.
Hmm.
You get like 100 gold extra every 10 minutes for doing that. That'll be interesting. Consume it and get X gold every X minutes. Next neutral item, syndereN.
Yep. Sounds an awful lot like Royal Jelly. Consume it and get a bonus for the rest of the game.
I love that item.
It got removed.
I love that item.
Yep. That's why it got removed. You have
That's true.
bad
Everything I love
taste.
gets destroyed. Axe, shard. Oh man, that one. That took me a couple days to get over. Let's not kid ourselves. I'm still not over that one. I've yet to touch Axe since then, actually. But yeah, talk to me about this Atos potential on Yapsor.
Let's watch Puppy die first.
Okay. He uses the Static Storm, zones a bit there with the Kinetic Field. Oh, he's going to stay alive, syndereN. Matu jumps in with the baby Time Walk.
they
Oh,
get
the
Zai.
glimpse out.
Do
Zai
they?
inside the arena all by his lonesome. You can see the Wukong's command from Yapsor into the Chronosphere onto 2. It's going to be an easy kill. FY actually ends up going inside as well, trying to save his teammate. So 2 kills right off the bat. Somnus does take out Zai in the meantime, though. As Matu and company trying to focus Eurus. You can see the EMP from the side. Eurus pops that Eclipse. But the BKB mitigating all that damage. You just get right-click down into Oblivion. The bash connects. Another kill goes the way of Secret. What a fight. What a turn of events in general. Somnus, the only thing he could do is potentially try to steal this Aegis.
I really thought that Elephant were going to find... Oh, Yapzor sees him here, by the way.
He sure does.
I thought Elephant were going to find a kill on Puppey or on Zai way faster there, but I guess Somnus was just too far away to connect on these opening moves they made. They got the arena down, but then he's just sitting in the arena alone on Sand King. Nobody was really helping. There's a great chrono coming in from Matu.
A really good glimpse from Puppey, though. That's why he was alone in the arena.
Oh, was that? But he wouldn't have glimpsed the Void Spirit, because he can just ignore glimpse. You can just dodge it with Dissimulate when it's about to bring you back, so... Maybe I missed something there, but really, really good from Secret. Obviously, they don't get the Roche here. Their line's pretty bad at killing it, so not going to reap the big reward, but pretty much equalizing the gold with that play, and importantly for them, actually, wait, he's not even buying Axe on Invoker.
By the way, just to talk about how slow-paced this game has been, especially from Elephant side, you can understand it from Secret because of the long cooldown on Chronosphere. That's the first Eclipse of the game, if I'm not mistaken, right? 22 minutes in. I mean, obviously this is a farming hero, but at the same time.
Yeah, a lot of the time you see Lunas get a little bit more involved in this, but they've taken it easy. They're going to lose the mid-tier 1 tower here, Secret. This is a price you pay for running Void Invoker. You get your big fight, and then you suck for 2 minutes. So, 40 seconds still.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if this is good from Elephant, but I actually really like the mindset of we want to squeeze as much advantage as we can out of missing cooldowns. So they are going to start threatening the Roche, and Secret will...
Static Storm, Boundless Strike with the Kinetic Field as well, Burrow Strike, and then glimpse back into the fray. FY trying to save Super, gets him back to very healthy amount of HP, and there's the arena again. Roshan still in the midst of things. Matu pops his BKB, now on the retreat along with Eurus. These BKBs are being used just to run away for now. Eclipse still not back online for Eurus. Matu, oh, the glimpse is there though. And the Deafening Blast applied. FY trying to keep his carry alive, but it's not going to happen this time. And the bashes will commence for Matu. 2 deaths very quickly. They're both going to buy back in the game for Elephant. This Roche is very important for both respective teams. Yang, oh my god, he backs right into the Chronosphere. Yapzor with the Wukong's command. Good news for Elephant is that Void is dead throughout this entire engagement now, right after the Chronosphere got used. Triple kill for Nisha in the meantime. The most farmed hero on the map by far. Lucent Beam keeps Yapzor in place.
So it's going to die back in.
Yeah, that's a dieback onto Zai. So lots of buybacks for Elephant, a dieback onto FY. But will this be enough to get Roche? This is all about Roche at the end of the day.
Invoker is quite a pesky hero to take this against without your IO.
Indeed.
And yeah, kind of awkward for Elephant here that FY has to spend so many resources on saving the support Weaver. It means it's not available for Luna. You saw when Secret choose to go in Euros later down that fight, they don't have the burst heal that they need to keep him alive. And really, really nicely played by Secret there. They got Chronosphere off at the perfect time, or got it up rather. It was on cooldown for a while in that fight, keep that in mind. And they still were able to do very well until it came online.
The Eclipse came back that moment, by the way. That was...
Yeah.
Well, technically it could have been good timing, but he died immediately, so it didn't matter. But yeah, lots of buybacks from Elephant. Very expensive fight, and it doesn't even result in a Roche, syndereN.
What did Secret buy back? Only Sand King, right? So that was a 1-for-3 buyback situation, and 2 of the buybacks from Elephant are cores. So any kill on Luna or Mars opens up for a Roche for Secret. And once again, keep in mind, Nisha was just... He's owning. He's level 19, has 16k net worth, and he doesn't want to buy Ags because it's too easy. So he's going to buy Shivas now.
Really?
Maybe they don't want to rely too much. Okay, so here's my thought here. Maybe they don't want to rely too much on the Chrono Cataclysm just because there's saves on the enemy team, right? There's both the IO and the Weaver who's probably going Ags in their minds.
But the Cataclysm hits many here.
It does.
And time-lapse is on 1 target.
But it is hard to land. At this level of play, it's hard to land like really, really good Chronospheres that hit like 3 or 4 heroes, right? So let's say you hit 2, one can get relocated and the other one can get lapsed. Maybe that's the thought process here. Or they feel like Invoker needs to do more than just have this one awesome team fight. He needs to be available more often. And you definitely are with this build of Orchid Shivas. You're way stronger in basically every situation outside of that one.
You can always get Ags later, syndereN.
Of course.
The 3rd Roche. Of course, you got to get the first one.
Yeah.
To start that process.
Almost there.
Yep. I mean, he's taken a beating this game. This is the most damage he's taken in quite a while without a resulting kill. He's
Yep.
regenerating so fast. Poor guy. He just wants to either live or die, not in between. He doesn't like the in-between game, the limbo.
I wish I could
as it were.
regenerate like Roche. That's pretty cool. Oh, Matsu was looking for the chrono, but Summon's is quick to leave.
Pretty sure that's what the sleeping process is for.
Yeah, but
You
it's
should
not
try it.
quite the same. Roche is recovered perfectly.
That's true. And then when he
Nothing.
dies, he gets reincarnated as a stronger version of himself.
Yeah.
Well, by stronger, I mean his belly is more full of items. So in theory, that kind of happens to us every time we go to bed as well.
That's true.
I get fatter every
Roshan is
day.
actually a metaphor for
Obesity
a human.
in
Yes.
the world.
Yeah. And similar to obesity, the bigger he gets, the harder he slaps. It's just
Oh.
gravity.
That's true.
Yep.
So confirmed gravity in Dota, which I think we could have guessed at. Anyway.
Slam growth. Slam grows per minute.
Oh, Nisha actually just went for the casual plate mail, and we'll just be finishing
changed
the
his mind.
Bloodthorn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Had the Shivas hovered for quite a while, but changed his mind. Very close game, though. Still feel like it's anyone's game, but with every passing minute when it goes like this, I'm starting to like Secret's chances more and more. Zai is closing in on a BKB, which is very good. Wonder what Yapsor is going to do now after the Atos. We were starting to talk about this item, but didn't really get to finish it. Guess maybe the logic is that it's a good way to control the IO in the fight.
What about Gleipnir, syndereN? Great item.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it either. I just wanted to say that. I mean, what kind of items do you go on support Monkey King these days? Like, it's too late for something like Mage Slayer. I don't know.
It's
if you
just
can
not
go
that
for
good
something
this
like that
game.
in general.
I think it's okay, but I think he would have gone.
Ooh, that is a fast BKB. Whew. Man, maybe I'm just an old man at this stage of my life, syndereN. But that's quick fingers.
Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of works against him because he didn't need to use it. There was nobody there except the Invoker, but he's terrified of dying without buyback.
It's true.
And this is actually a really cool play from Secret because this BKB being forced is potentially opening up for a Roshan fight.
The thing is, they
Oh,
suck
Zai
at taking
missed.
Roche, syndereN. That's the problem.
I missed
The Roche taking is awful.
Yeah, it's not the best. I don't think they double smoked there. A little bit of
Roshan has
miscommunication.
probably been killed 3 times over at this stage without actually dying. It's just the slowest death of all time.
Yang breaks the smoke.
Put him
on
out of his
Nisha.
misery already.
Oh,
Nice initiation from Yang, or is it? He's the one that's going to get gone on now. Inside the kinetic field, you can see both respective teams taking
reload
a little
out.
passive approach here. Matu now pops his BKB, not really needing to. And Zai as well. Didn't even realize he had one. So now Secret can't fight. It's all about the BKB games.
Yeah, Lunas is back up in 10.
Yeah, so maybe they'll try to force Roche
Absolute
because
5-head play from Euros using it earlier bottom so it could be ready again.
yeah,
There goes the missed arena. It's all bait for the Luna BKB. It's coming up.
man.
Oh, they
What
found
a
Puppy.
game. Yeah.
He's dead.
Finally he dies. I say finally because every time you say he's going to
Die,
Die,
he
he
doesn't.
lives.
Yeah.
He buys
For
back
that.
into the game. Still has a Static Storm available. Yapsor with the Boundless Strike. Puppy in the midst again. You can see the Meteor with a Deafening Blast to follow. And the heals from FY. My goodness, that's
The
a lot.
crowd hasn't cheered for like 20 minutes.
They-
And then they cheer for Secret when Puppy buys back after dying.
Well, it
What
could
is
be
happening?
it could be Elephant fans cheering
It definitely
mockingly
could be. That
for Secret.
If there's one thing Dota fans have got used to over the last couple of years, it is offensive tipping. So
yes, that's right.
absolutely. Yeah, they love that shit, don't they?
Dude, I'm not gonna. I know some people are complaining about this. Is one of my favorite additions to Dota in so long. I hope they don't change this.
I think it would be nice to have more varieties of
Yeah,
cheering
that's
them.
true.
Just more different sounds.
We need one person, like in the, just like a 1% chance to be, "No!" something like that added into the mix to make it a little bit more believable. There's
sure
always
you-
one idiot in a crowd.
Yeah, I'm sure
Usually
you would
it's me.
volunteer to be that guy for
Of
the
course.
recording. Yep,
Of course,
absolutely.
I've sent many clips to Valve already, audio clips that is.
So that one really drunk guy in the crowd just belching. That could be you. Perfect.
I am available for voice acting at any time.
All right, a little bit of a
Yang
weak
pops
glimpse.
is a lot of BKBs used.
He does find
Oh,
Yapsor here, though,
he
so
does.
this should lead to a kill relocate.
Yeah, relocating.
TP
in.
out.
Yapsor.
There's a beam. There's a beam. There's not a beam.
Oh! My God! We need like a compilation of all the BKBs
Wait.
used this game that resulted in nothing.
Euros was in range and mid-animation, I think, on the Lucent Beam, and then he got relocated. So it interrupted his cast, and he had to do it again.
Oh,
I think.
see.
And then he got into the tornado. That was
Oh,
really
man.
bad luck.
Dire
Yeah.
are scanning.
I believe that is what happened there.
That's pretty crazy, actually. That's horrible timing.
Yeah. Fortunate there for YapzOr, but also a really cool play to try it, right? Try
Yep,
for the
just
TP
a
out
little
there.
PSA for everybody out there, an announcement. Roshan is still alive.
Yep.
The first one. He has not been killed as of yet, as you see the replay. Now, let's see what happens here. TPing out. Oh, I see what you're saying. So he was in range for the Lucent Beam.
Yeah.
Then it got relocated like just a little bit.
And that stops the animation.
Yeah.
So he has to cast it all over again, and then the
Yeah.
tornado lands as
Wow.
well.
I thought you meant he was like using it on a creep on the other side of the map. I didn't realize he was even there, but that is very unlikely to happen, actually. What?
Not the biggest kill of in the world there, though.
No,
like
true,
it's
true.
it's just a Monkey King support, but funny little situation either way.
Oh, we got a DD on Eurus. We got the Butterfly. Going for Satanic next, about 1,000 away from completing it.
Wait, does he actually have the Reaper? Oh, he is farmed.
Yep.
Still.
He's a big boy.
Nisha changed his mind again. Finished Octarine Core instead
Are
of
you
the...
serious?
He keeps us guessing. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be going for Shard now. So the triple Meteor surprise.
Very strong with Chrono.
Absolutely. Unless you only hit one, then
Even then, it can cover some angles outside the Chrono. That
it's like
people
a
don't
zoning
really-
meteor
No,
in that case. Okay.
it's. I mean, it's never going to be bad, right? Compared to
No,
one.
I agree. And it's 1,400 gold. That seems like,
He has plenty of that.
yeah, that's what the Midas is for. of course.
Weaver. Yo, super is.
Yep.
I mean,
they're going to
okay.
use a decent amount. Static Storm being the longest.
He found
cooldown.
them.
And now Satanic is online for Eurus.
Yep.
AKA Paparazzi. I just have to say his name every now and then just to remember how nice it sounded. And then we have to call him Eurus now. So, very sad times. First world problems. Is Matu. Will this be the first Roshan of the game? It's looking very likely. Although,
Elephant
Elephant
grouping up to
on the
smoke.
way.
Oh, they don't
Alright,
have a
Yang
smoke
is in
on them.
vicinity. He has the Blink BKB, Mars Arena available. Wukong's command used for zoning capabilities. Tornado as well. And this looks like Roshan is going the way of Secret. What that means, I don't know. Glimpse back onto Yang. Matu jumps in with the time dilation. Yang trying to get the spear on the
Oh.
other side, but the kinetic field, yep. BKB's pop from everybody. Chronosphere onto 2. Not a whole lot of follow-up yet. Sunstrike, and there's the epicenter into the Chrono, though. Not the greatest timing. And now Eurus pops his BKB, mitigates all that Burrow Strike damage and stun. And this leads to a double kill for Somnus. Not the greatest fight from Secret as they back away. Nisha forced to use his BKB and TP's out to safety. Matu looks like he's fine. Yaps, ooh, all right.
It would have been
They get the Aegis and lose
extremely
two.
costly if Nisha had died there. He doesn't have buyback gold, so that would have been huge for Elephant. Still, good fight for them, and clutch relocate from FY. Basically perfect timing in that Chrono. The damage just isn't there, and that's one of those moments where you feel like maybe with Cataclysm he still dies there, but oh well. One thing is a constant: Super will die in the middle of nowhere. So. Was scouting out the mid lane, trying to maybe cut a wave or get a. Did he have a ward on him? He had a ward. Maybe he wanted to get a deep ward there, but
This was
No.
very awkward. And then Zai ends up using Epicenter and then runs into the Chrono, which gives just enough time for Eurus to pop BKB afterwards. That was not the best execution from Secret.
obviously that double damage just.
Yeah. But not the end of the world either. They still
No.
have the Aegis.
It's all right. They didn't get forced to use any buybacks, and they got what they came for. So
Matu, by the way, has Shard, which has that little extra reverse time walk. But the biggest thing is really the cast range of time walk in general. It just allows you to actually initiate. You don't have these like pathetic initiations where you're just like 500 range off or whatever.
oh yeah, it is very strong. Also great for farming. It just speeds everything up.
Yep, that's true. He's basically anti-mage now.
Yeah.
All right, Yaps are doing his thing in the trees
He
here.
is actually going Gleipnir.
I told you, syndereN.
Did you? Well, you suggested it. You didn't confirm that he was doing it right.
No, I said he should do it, and then I said I was kidding because it's stupid, because I wasn't sure if it was stupid. I just wanted to sound smart.
Oh.
Now I'm backtracking.
And now it sounds really stupid because you said it was bad and he's buying it. So
Yeah.
that's even worse than not having an opinion.
Yeah, that's
Right.
probably true. I should have not said anything.
Yeah. That's
So,
often the conclusion you come to when you open your mouth. So.
Yapsor is going Gleipnir. I don't know if you heard, syndereN. Looks like a pretty good choice to me.
Yeah, smart. It's very good here because reasons.
The multi-disable aspect.
I mean, when you already have the Atos, it's relatively cheap damage, right? I guess. All right.
Oh, Puppy's dead. Okay.
Planing up.
Oh, Matu and company, they're going to find Eurus, who has to pop his BKB right off the bat. And the Eclipse to follow. Backtracks a lot of damage there. There's the Chronosphere finally. Sunstrike to follow, and that is going to be a huge kill onto the position 1 Luna. And let's see if Team Secret can get out. They've lost a couple supports in the meantime. They have the cover of the Ice Wall.
Somnus is strong here.
Yeah, he sure is, syndereN. Matu
Double
pops his BKB, jumps in, trying to go for super, gets the bash. There's the silence from the sideline on Nisha, and they're going to turn their sights onto the rest of Elephant. But the Astral Step keeps them safe. Matu and company, yeah, with that Ice Wall in place. Nisha has been playing so freaking well this game. Everything has been set up. Beautiful Burrow Strike onto 2. Can they finish anybody off? That is the question. You'll Scepter with the newly picked up Mjolnir, by the way, on Matu, trying to chase a little bit farther, but there's the silence. Okay. That is a free Aegis for Elephant. Interesting.
Yeah, Nisha left. I think he ran out of mana, and he just started pushing mid.
Objective-based gamer right here.
Yeah.
Can respect that.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage from Void. Of course, that was the Aegis. That wasn't a true death.
Yeah. And really nice there from Secret as well. They need to fight through the Satanic of Luna first, but they realize they can overpower her with Sunstrike and no relocate.
Eurus is down for 40 seconds, no buyback. So Matu does take a lot of damage here, though.
Yeah. Void Spirit is pretty good in situations like this where there's only one instant stun, which is the Sand King, and he can kind of play around that one, so he can just keep poking and prodding with his spells.
Yeah, and Satanic
get it. Yeah, they get the lane.
Picked up
Nice
as a
from
result
Secret.
of taking apart the Mask of Madness. So a full set of racks for Secret off the back of the huge kill onto Somnus. Or to Eurus, sorry. Now they're going to set their sights on this top racks. They know that
They're not
Luna's
getting this
back
one.
soon. Just doing some chip damage for now. Nisha with the Alacrity applied to himself. He's like, I'm the carry. All right. Matu taking more damage in turn, but yeah, they're going to reset now. I mean, it's actually kind of hard to fight for Elephant without Mars. That's maybe one of the disadvantages that are lineups right now.
Yeah.
The arena actually has such huge implications on these fights, even with the BKBs.
Yeah, at the very least, he can force them, right?
Yeah.
2 of those 3 BKBs. Secret are staying in position. They have a good deep ward overseeing the pathway between top and mid lane. And Yapsar always will have that advantage of the tree line.
And Super is about 900 away from finishing Ags. There's the Gleipnir from Yapzor, Kinetic Field, Boundless Strike, Burrow Strike. They're just trying to bait things out. Matu with the Chronosphere, with all this damage coming out from Nisha. Look at that Meteor. There's the bashes onto Eurus. He pops the BKB. Double buyback for Elephant now. Matu stuck inside the Mars Arena. Will time walk to safety, though. Zai looks like he might be the sacrificial lamb. Burrow strikes to the high ground. They'll likely chase him down, but this was regardless of that, a great fight for Secret.
Yeah, double buybacks. Forced one of them on the Void Spirit.
For a second there, I thought Nisha had Ags, but...
And it's such a cool play to observe
When he
as
has
well,
it.
right? Because the teams are like poking and prodding, trying to get the other team to overcommit, like get a relocate or get a BKB charge from the Luna. They don't get it, but they get the positioning just barely bad enough from Elephant so that they can get that 3-man chrono from Matu.
Yeah.
And that's a good punish, but at the same time, Elephant aren't sitting around wasting time. They're going to immediately use their man advantage now to push down mid tower.
Yeah.
Don't know if they're going to get more than this. I don't
Eurus
think they
about to
fancy
pick up
going high
his,
ground.
his Daedalus as well. And now that they know Chrono is down, perhaps they'll try to play a little bit more aggressive.
He's
right
buying out. He has the Daedalus. He could have saved for buyback. So he's committed now.
now. Oh, Yang.
He hits really hard.
That was a gigantic EMP. Matu trying to chase. Nisha is ridiculously fast with the Ghost Walk. Matu still
This
on the heels
could
here.
end.
Matu jumps in. There's the time dilation. If they can get FY, this would be a pretty big kill. Any kill at this stage without the buybacks being available would be huge. Oh, Matu's in quite a bit of trouble, but pops that BKB, takes out FY in turn. Has to be careful, though. Time walks a little bit of that damage. 95 seconds on the deck for FY.
Yep. Elephant's heroes were spread very thin. Somnus was bottom. Super was top, finishing his Ags.
Yes,
so
perfect
now it is
timing.
online.
Uh-oh.
Might need it to save here.
We got the kinetic field with the static storm. Matu jumps in, gets the Chronosphere onto 2, but they're going to focus on Somnus instead. This would be a dieback if they're able to finish him off. He's staying alive for now. Dissimulate to safety. Oh my god, Matu just gets bursted. Nisha next. Double kill for Eurus. That Daedalus just crushes Secret.
Oh my god, the
Now
confidence
Somnus
from
getting
Somnus.
Yulesed. Very low on HP, but he will live through the day.
All right, let's see
That
if-
was so close to Secret just actually winning the game.
Just look at this replay if we get that now. Somnus, the way he played that was actually crazy. He survives on like no health, and then instead of getting out to safety, he does all his damage and still lives. He got off a Resonant Pulse, I think maybe even 2 pulses, as well as an Astral Step and the Dissimulate offensively, and they needed that damage to burst the void. You're going to see the replay here.
We got a double buyback though from Secret, but that's going to force Elephant back for
So
now. But yeah, looking at the
watch
replay
this
now.
from Void Spirit. So 800 health, comes down, dissimulates offensively into the pit, uses another one, gets
Right.
out, and gets that burst. And a couple of really good crits there coming in from Eurus. Seals the deal, and now all of a sudden Elephant forcing those 2 buybacks on the 2 biggest cores on Secret.
Indeed. And by the way, I think in the middle of that fight, Somnus hit level 25, so Dissimulate now stuns, which I think you and I agree is the literal best 25 talent in the
It
entire
might
game.
be the best one in the whole game.
I think it's
It
not
is
even close either.
Incredibly good. Yep. That is a nasty one, and he also has an Aeon Disc with full duration, or well, lowest possible cooldown. Fresh pickup here to protect him from the Chrono Sunstrike combo.
All right.
Yep. Starting to look good for Elephant. You gotta say, any kill on
Man.
Nisha or Matsu will give them Roche minimum. And they do have, with this Weaver pickup, also have a smoke, so they are ready to make a move if they want to. Relocate available. Going to be a completed Lotus Orb now for FY if he sends his courier there, which is what is happening right now. Lotus Orb very good against Time Dilation. Cold Snap. And of course, we haven't really talked about this. Puppy has Ags too, by the way. We didn't mention that one, but
Dire's bottom tower is
Yep, you got it.
plenty of amazing Ags in play right now.
If you get a good Chronosphere, you can layer the Static Storm to be after, so even if you don't get the kills, they can't activate items.
Yeah,
which-
that's why IO is so key here for the
Yeah.
relocate. That's the one thing they can't stop.
boy.
And the time lapse, right?
Elephant fully smoked. Zai inside a Sandstorm. You can see the ward is there, so they have an idea that Zai is in the vicinity.
Oh, they might find the pick here.
Yeah, Yang jumps in.
He could
Zai
have-
with a quick BKB. And the full retreat, it seems, from Secret. Not sure if that's
Roche
enough
is
for
spawning
them to go for Roche, though. Just 1 BKB. Maybe if it was on Matu.
Wait, they didn't kill the Forge Spirit, so Secret actually saw that.
Yep, they sure did, and they are fully smoked now
are scattered.
to follow this up.
Who has BK? Okay, there's plenty of buybacks on Elephant. They have it on both Yang
Oh,
and...
burrow strike from Zai. All right, he's going to get crushed pretty shortly. Matu gets off the Chronosphere. They're actually going to take out
the reload!
Whoa, we got he relocates just barely. Like 10 HP, for God's sake. How is that even possible? FY God. Good Lord. Eclipse still available to use as well. Satanic has already been popped, though. Could just go for Roche. It's at relatively low HP. Hey, Aeon Disc has already been popped as well. There's the Mars Arena, Yapzor in the midst of things. Matu jumps in, jumps back out. They're going to have to let Yapzor die here.
Puppy's
Looks like
dead
Puppy
too.
looks to be next. Yep, Astral Step takes him out. Matu jumps in, trying to take out the Mars for now. FY healing up to a high degree. Double buyback for Secret. They really want to contest this potential Roche. And there's the Eclipse, not doing that much. But it looks like
Dieback
this might be a
Yapzor.
dieback for Yapzor, and indeed it is. Double kill for Somnus, 5 versus 3. And this is going to be a second Roche in all likelihood for Elephant, or they could try to go high ground here.
I think you definitely grab the Aegis on the way. The Roche is so low. You could do both.
All right, shard time. Let's talk about shards for everybody. All right, Luna already has hers. Voice Spirit already has his.
Please don't yell.
Bottom tower is under
Weaver already has his. It's just Tether Stun or Mars. The double spear is really good. But it's
like
gonna
that
be,
more than you
it's gonna
should.
be IO. I like it a lot.
Yeah, IO one's good.
And the fire trail that comes with it, Center. Don't forget the fire.
Yeah, gotta love that fire.
Dire's middle tower.
20 damage per second. Sick.
It's real
It's
good.
35 per second, actually. Oh, all right. Elephant back again in a commanding lead. Which buybacks do Secret even have now? I think they only have Puppy.
That's could be
Every
good.
other hero's buyback is unavailable, and yeah, like you said, the relocate from FY really
That was
clutch.
Oh my god.
Very clutch. Buyback was available for Eurus, so it's not like the game just ends there or something like that, but him needing to buy back and TP on outpost to reconnect is really precious time lost. And gold, of course. Hex now on Nisha. Is he refusing to buy Axe for some reason? I don't know. Like, again, we're seeing these saves, so
Yeah.
I just feel like he was so far ahead that at the time maybe it could have worked for like 5 to 10 minutes before. Weaver didn't even have Axe when he could have had his, right? For quite a while.
Yep.
So maybe it could have been a thing, but
Witchbane for Super. This was recently nerfed, of course, but Dispel is single target now instead of AoE. Probably for the best, syndereN.
yeah.
Aesthetics cap. A lot of these new neutrals are pretty cool, though. I like them. Eurus, he got tornadoed, but yeah, he is going to be a difficult kill, especially considering he has the Aegis still.
One challenge for Elephant here is that they need to go high ground at some point, and the lineup they're facing is insane at high ground defense. There is so much stuff. Low commitment stuns from Sand King and Monkey King, Invoker combo with Chronosphere, Ag Static Storm. If it wasn't for the saves, I would feel like going high ground for Elephant right now would be almost impossible, but it can be pulled off. But more than likely, they want to play map control and try to catch one of these secret heroes out on the map so that they don't have buyback, and then go from there. And it looks like Somnus might be smelling blood in the water here.
Oh.
He's found Matu.
Yep, they see him. There's the silence with a quick BKB from Matu. Looks like they're going to retreat. Some TP's coming in from Elephant in the meantime.
Nisha would
Nisha in
die
the Ghost
there.
Walk. Matu. Oh, there's relocate coming as well, but Matu with that shard.
Oh, that shard's paid off so big.
Absolutely. And Nisha just split pushing a bit while this is happening. And yeah, the time walk cooldown as well for the 15 talent helps a lot.
Yang is hunting.
Oh, he's actually
Nisha
going
is
for
still there, and so is Yapzor.
yeah.
Oh, they're not going to find them, though. Just cutting the wave.
If Matu gets, well, it's all about buybacks, but that refresher potentially. could
Oh,
be game
Nisha
winning.
needs to not get caught by something here. There is a gem on the Mars and Abyssal Blade. He can stop the BKB TP out.
Yeah,
He is not going to
he's
find
fine.
it. Oof. That is dangerous. There's still a minute on Nisha's buyback, and he didn't even have the gold for it. Really
Yeah,
playing
Eurus
on
is
the
a
edge.
monster, by the way. He was going for Hurricane Peg. I don't think he finished it. Going for the
Switched to
Eon Disc
Eon Disc,
instead,
yeah.
which obviously we've seen the value of that
Yeah.
against the Chrono.
Absolutely.
But he has a lot of gold, Cinder.
Should buy a Moonshark, too.
Yeah.
Gonna buy Ags. Okay. I like that, too.
And you can eat it.
Yeah, he's buying an
consume it.
upgraded one, I think, straight away. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but he did go the other talent, right? He went Lunar Blessing damage
Yeah.
instead of the Eclipse mini stun.
He still has the Lucent Beam damage talent, though,
okay. Yeah.
from level 20. So this Eclipse is pretty nasty. They do have some decent stun setups, like we've talked about. Dissimulate, Mars Spear, Abyssal Blade on Yang could actually become the game-winning item here, just because it's a guaranteed instant stun, which is something they haven't had all game. That can be enough to set up an Eclipse and a Spear, and that's a kill. There's no saves on Secret. They don't have a single Eon Disc. Their heroes actually just die if they get caught. So
I mean, is this considered, instead of Refresher, maybe a Nullifier for Matu to take off Eon Disc? Is that something to potentially consider?
I don't know if that's good enough, again, just because of the saves. You have a Weaver with Axe Lens. You have Io with the Relocate Lotus. There's just a lot of stuff you have to deal with. Yapzor is not in vision.
Pretty soon they're going to need to put some
Oh, they
Tinker Wards
saw
up there.
they saw the jump. They saw the
Okay.
movement in the trees, but yeah, Tinker Wards could be a thing for Elephant, or deep lane wards at least, to see movements. Yang with a backpack. Oh, never mind. Okay, he was just using a clarity. It's like he backpacked his halberd. He must have some really good items then. But just getting that efficiency out.
This is wards placed, right? Yapzor has placed 52 wards. Did he buy them, though?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, does he have his own player card in Fantasy? Because
Oh.
That is a lot of fantasy points for a position 4 in a game.
That's true. By the way, I don't want to. Okay, I'm not going to jinx it. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Okay. You didn't say anything. It's hard to.
You know what I was going to say, though.
No,
You
I
know
actually
me too.
don't.
Okay. I'm glad that you don't
Okay.
know me that well, Yang. Oh,
fake
actually
TPing. He was maybe trying to bait out
okay.
a boundless strike to
Right.
get the positioning of Monkey King revealed, but YapzOr didn't fall for it.
Have we seen the time lapse yet?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, just checking.
He used
checking that you're paying attention.
He used it to, you know that fight where Somnus just barely got all his spells and backed out?
Yeah.
He got healed from half HP first by
was,
time lapse.
I thought it was Io.
No, it was time lapse first, and then he got to reset after.
All right, well, we are getting to the very late game now. 11K lead for Elephant, which is, I mean, it's not nothing. It's decent, but at this stage, it could go either way, especially with the chrono implications. But the Eon Disc might be the MVP for Elephant. And next Roche, another minute and 10.
What are you going to buy on Euros? Is he still just thinking about the disc here? He has 7.3k, so 3.3 surplus. That is enough for a disc, right?
Could just finish the Hurricane Pike as well if he really
is a
wants.
disc again? It's enough. It's 3k flat. Still thinking
Has
about
the leveler right now, so has ridiculous attack speed and can take high ground really easily, but don't think high ground is their problem if they get the kills first. Yeah, everybody's just waiting for Roche. I think the next Roche might decide the game.
Yeah. 30-second early spawn.
Matu still has room to grow. I mean, there's no way that he doesn't save for buyback, right? He kills Somnus' courier, actually. Wait, was that the sheep stick? Okay,
He has it.
He got it already.
I think there is a way that Matu doesn't save buyback, to be honest. Oh, they found Super.
Yep. And he's dead. Easy kill. The first easy kill for Secret in quite some time. BKB by Zai. Burrow Strike to follow with the Static Storm as well. Chronosphere, they really want this Mars kill. See if there's a time lapse to come, but of course he's dead, so that ain't happening. You can't use it from the fountain.
Very late relocate. Where was FY?
Yeah.
Oh boy, two
He's
big
right
picks
there.
for Secret.
They do have 2 buybacks, though.
They
and
do.
Both ults to work with.
That was still like a 4k gold swing or something. It's pretty big. 3k at least. And now they got map control too. Double damage top. Roche is spawning in 2 minutes though. 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, if you bottle it
Yep.
in
could bottle
15
that.
seconds.
Do they have a bottle? They don't have a bottle. He could buy a bottle.
Peppy has a bottle. syndereN.
You baited me.
The bottle is coming.
Oh, did he buy one actually? Oh, he did. Okay. I thought you were joking. You're like, Puppy has a bottle. And I click Puppy. I'm
He
like,
has a
wow,
bottle.
that's nice. No, he doesn't. But he does.
Why would I lie to you?
Gonna drop the bottle
So
there.
now a minute 45 to Roche, so that's pretty perfect timing.
Yeah, in a way it's unlucky for Secret because it could be up right now.
True, true.
And then they would just get it. But they get the top tier 3, actually.
And they're going to apply a little poking pressure to this set of racks right now. You can see Somnus in the tree line up top. Still 2 buybacks to go if they really want to fight here. Oh, there's the Eclipse from afar with that Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, the damage!
Matu gets off the BKB and time lapse. No buybacks used from Elephant, but double BKB for Secret.
God, that was close.
Eclipse being down is a pretty big deal. And we'll see where they can go from here.
I think, so was that an instant combo breaker from Nisha there? They didn't manage to get the dissimulate off the Hex when Euros put in his ult there. That was a really good attempt from Elephant. That could have been a huge kill.
Everybody has buy. All right, I'm going to lose my voice here in this game. I have a feeling. We are also
approaching tier 5 items. I know.
So that's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Like 10 minutes ago.
Wait. No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Please, Gaben, if you're watching, please let this game somehow go to 60 minutes at least. Well, not just that. We need tier 5 items for both teams.
Where did Mars's gem go?
He has it.
I just picked it up again. I just clicked him. I was just dropping it to check high ground, I guess.
Yeah, Matu does commit, by the way, for the refresher. Has the 2 perseverances right now. I think he's still saving for buyback, though. Oh, refresher on Eurus as well. Man, we are approaching ridiculous late game status right now. Very exciting stuff. And Roche, that is where the fight will be, almost guaranteed.
Spawning now.
And it has an Aghanim Scepter. This game was created for me. Synder, not you.
Yeah, they're going to give that one to Invoker, probably. Secret's been waiting all game for this.
Maybe. We'll see.
They could also give it to Matu. It's not bad
I
either.
think Matu Ags
Smoke.
is very good. Yeah. I mean, the rest of his team is probably like, Nisha, you should have just bought this yourself already. I'm sorry. This is...
He's buying. He's playing a refresher now. Oh, he has Ags queued up as well.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh.
Yeah, we have the...
Andisk.
Okay, Andis does proc, and there's the Meteor,
Time lapse
out. But the Chronosphere onto 2, this is a huge kill on Somnus. He's going to have to buy back into the game. Next is definitely Super. Still 2 buybacks, though. This is all about buybacks and BKBs.
Secret are finding so many big picks.
Under attack.
They found Weaver twice, they found Mars, and now Void Spirit, and they paid nothing.
Honestly, the play here is to refresher on Void in the fog and just not show it. So then you have a fight for Roche, potentially. If
Secret
they try
are
to
paying
contest.
so much respect here by not going Roche yet. Now they will commit. Yep, this is big.
Yep. Who gets the Ags? Matu gets the bash
All right,
on Time Walk
if you
if he
think
wants.
the Ags goes to Nisha, cheer for Secret. If you think the Ags go to Matu, cheer for Elephant.
Cheer for Elephant, guys. That's the correct answer, okay? He has the refresher, and there is the Aghanim Scepter for Matu. Time Walk now applies bashes. Does not work on reverse Time Walk, in case you're wondering.
If you don't care and you're just waiting for tier 5 items, cheer for neither team.
Okay. Very good.
There we are.
2 minutes
Okay.
away from that. Still 2 buybacks. They might need to give up this top racks and defend for the bottom.
Yeah, for sure. This is just going.
But Somnus is going to have to buy back pretty soon because they're going to commit to that bot racks pretty soon. But that means buyback will be preserved on Super at the very least.
Top barracks has fallen.
Matu and company traversing their way to the other side. And time to start hitting the tier 3 bot. 36 seconds on Somnus. If they can try to hold this off for a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
a lot of baiting potential for Matu. There's the balance strike. Chaos Meter to follow. No buyback from Somnus still. There's a save from FY. Back to the other side they go. BKB's popped from Elephant now, so they do defend with Somnus coming back relatively shortly, but they have used a couple of BKBs. Oh, the Chronosphere, but the relocate back onto the other side of the Chronosphere. That's not going to work. 2 easy kills for Matu. Double buyback, though. Somnus still has not bought back. Will be in 2 seconds respawning regularly. The Mars does die, and Secret are going to reset. They're afraid of Somnus, and for good reason. Eclipse used from the sidelines. Well, there's the Chronosphere. Onto 2 again. Into the Meteor. Triple Meteor indeed. Luna needs to get off that Satanic. Gets off the BKB instead. And the double Eclipse thanks to the refresher. Buyback available on Nisha still, and the chase is on for Matu.
They have Hex ready. He just needs to reach here. He'll find him here.
Okay. That's the Hex to start things out. Yules. Aether Remnant. Spear. Abyssal first.
Another stun.
Into the Dissimulate. This is a ridiculously long lockdown.
Oh my
That is
God.
the Aegis. Can they do it again?
Remnant.
Remnant to start things out. Matu has been stunned for literally the entire game.
Oh
my God.
He was
That is
stunned for 25 seconds.
that is God tier layering.
Oh
my God. Apex, we made it to 60 minutes. We did it. Matu's going to have a gift. He's like, I've been dead for 30 seconds, but at least I get Apex.
Oh.
Holy shit, that was insane. Book of the Dead, that's not exciting at all.
Well, thankfully you sound very excited.
Very
so it's-
terrible. very terrible tier 5 item.
Well, he's going to summon a bot. I mean, he can play a bit of split pushing here. Keep in mind, there's only 1 lane of barracks for Elephant, so
Yeah.
Zai can force them to rotate.
This is going to be the longest replay of all time. Instant replay. As we can see in the live. Yeah, Wukong command used. You can see time lapse, bringing Eurus back to full HP. Now the plan for Elephant is to force these buybacks out. So Wukong's command delays a little bit. The question is, how many racks does Secret give up before needing to buy back.
Whoa,
Okay, Abyssal
okay.
Blade. And we have a buyback onto Matu. That's the big one. Remember, he does not have Chronosphere. He's already used it. Somnus, Eon Disc does proc the
Glimpsed.
double bash, the glimpse back into the kinetic field with the Burrow Strike. That is a kill.
Time-ups.
Chronosphere now onto Super. Looks like he's likely going to die here.
Oh,
Finally
Matu.
goes down for the time lapse. The MVP again. And Matu is dead. That is a dieback. Epicenter Burrow Strike combination. Going to do decent amount of damage. Yapzor. Yep, the Boundless Strike's going to be enough as Somnus is getting relatively low on HP. Has to be careful. There's the
He's
Burrow
dead.
Strike that actually finishes him up, but he does have buyback. He preserved it for so freaking long. Everybody's dead except for... How is this possible?
He took
The Book of the Dead! Are you serious? The MVP! Book of the Dead, the best Tier 5 item ever, gets the Mega Creeps for Secret. So despite Matu diebacking, Secret could try to go down mid here, but Somnus is a freaking beast. Can they take him out? Book of the Dead, dude. All right, that's a rapier. We have a rapier. I'm not sure if you had that the whole time, but I just noticed. Whew.
Dire's middle
Let's
tower
collect our breaths here.
Somnus is trying to buy
1v3. Book of the Dead again.
Dire's middle tower.
I don't know what they're building over there. BKB, yeah, from Somnus. He's going to have to go all out here. Gets the Hex, gets the stun. Static Storm's not going to be effective at all as the Ancient is just being killed from afar. Book of the Dead MVP for Secret. I told you, syndereN, the best Tier 5 item to ever drop. Holy Jesus, what a game.
Oh,
Secret.
that's amazing.
1-0. Oh, Gabe in the game. They want to know too.
I think they're on
syndereN.
the edge of their seats
I
to
agree.
hear that my second favorite color is violet.
That's too close to purple. Just a regular color,
You
please.
can't set the rules like that. It's violet.
Can you guess my second favorite color?
Probably violet.
It's orange.
Oh, that was actually my favorite.
Digital
That was
Chaos.
the first one I was thinking
Phoenix
was
Suns,
actually orange.
syndereN, come on now.
I can't believe I was thinking orange before I said violet, but I said violet, so it's okay.
Purple and violet. What a great combination. I'm sure you'll wear that one of these days as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so on we go. Game number 2 for the group stage. TI-10, Secret versus Elephant. The last game, if you missed it, obviously went the way of Secret, as you can see in that little tick mark up top. And it was one of the most epic games of all time in my I'm a very humble person in general, my humble opinion. So you guys should go watch it if you have just joined us. Don't watch us live. All right, watch the VOD of the game 2 later. It's not going to live up to game 1, okay? syndereN, all right? Not getting your hopes up.
Let's wait and see.
But no, Secret, they they just find a way to make these games like super epic. So always excited to cast them in general. And we saw the power of Elephant. I mean, I think it kind of just, it backs up what I was saying, syndereN, that maybe the teamwork isn't
30
Tier 1
seconds to battle.
esque right now, but mechanically, skill-wise, every player is amazing.
Yeah.
So
They are
I
very-
think
and I
they
mean-
have the most room to improve at this tournament.
And that last game was about inches, right? Like, it was
Yes.
so close, so many times to Elephant getting the team fight they were looking for, but Secret just...
Let me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Clutched it
I
so
have to
many
go on a
times.
quick tangent. Why do you say inches when you use the metric system?
Because
you.
it's a
football
manner
saying.
it's a manner of speech.
It's an NFL football thing.
right.
Yep, Yang's gonna get poison touch. Has to give
Yang's
up that
gonna
bounty
die.
rune, and he is donezo. So first blood likely will go to Matu. Nope, never mind. Nisha is like, you know what? I didn't get the Aghanim Scepter last game, and I'm not gonna get it this game either. Nihilism.
Nisha's like, last game I had to play against a first blood mid-hero, now it's my turn to
That's
have
true.
the advantage.
Yep.
Lesh against Storm, I think Leshrac performs well in this lane. Again, when Storm wants to go and Static Remnant the wave, he can get caught by a stun, you can get some harassment in, but ultimately, Somnus should still be able to get decent farm. Good harass here coming out from Nisha, though. Getting a bit in. We should mention, by the way, we've talked about the draft, but not really who's playing it. This is Somnus playing Storm. There's been some legendary games at TI
Yep.
from this player on this hero. So very exciting stuff. And the Secret do end up playing the Tide on position 3, not position 5. So even though they're facing Doom, they will put Zai bottom. Puppy will play 5 Dazzle together with Matu's PA. Poison Touch has been changed, by the way. Keep that in mind. It's only Dazzle that can reset Poison Touch and delay it. Extend was the word I was looking for. Only Dazzle can do that. So important for Puppy that he gets to keep right-clicking targets that they want to go on, which would be Yang here.
Yep. And
He
Yang
is so slow.
That's a lot of minus armor, too. And Matu and company looking to get the second kill of the game. Another stifling dagger, and down goes Yang. Gonna need another buff with +1 armor to Doom.
Orb of Venom, Stifling Dagger, Poison Touch. And Puppy also has a Blight Stone.
Yeah.
So that is insane amounts of slow in that lane.
So Yang now has to respect the authority of Puppy on this Dazzle. Not a hero we get to see a ton of these days.
And they have to worry a little bit. Matsu just got level 2. And so did Puppy. Before Elephant got their level 2s up here. There's one on Yang now. Puppy's going to fight FY. He's going to tether away.
Yeah, not after taking a ton of damage, though. Okay, he can't tether to his courier, sadly. So down goes FY.
I really thought Yang was going to walk over. And
kind of uncharacteristic start here for Elephant.
I don't know. Like, the moment you get the Poison Touch there, don't you call over your Doom? I mean, maybe Yang didn't want to go because he was taking key CS in the lane, but...
I mean, what is the mindset, do you think? I know this is kind of an open-ended question. There's no way to actually know the answer, but it's fun to talk about theory crafting and whatnot, syndereN.
Okay.
After losing that last game, how would you feel? And you only get like 10 minutes to reset. Like, it's not a whole lot of time, right?
I thought you were going to be like, you only get 10 minutes to answer this question. Think about it for 10 minutes and tell me how you feel now.
Zai taking massive damage. Swarm
He's
applied.
Not dead. He's not dead.
Ooh, I thought someone was going to get it.
He's dead. He's not dead. He's fine.
Thank you for making that so much more exciting, syndereN. YapzOr.
YapzOr's dead.
Thunderstrike.
Dead.
His courier has died. Yeah, that's what you foresaw the whole time.
Right. How do you feel after that last game? You feel bummed out that you didn't win, I think.
Not
but
really.
At the same time,
wow, that's incredible.
So
that's like a robot answer.
Okay, so
honestly.
my point is, at this level of play, I think these players have been in this position enough times that they know how important it is to reset for the next game. And I'm not going to pretend that they can just do it like nothing happened, right? But especially these teams that have coaches and have like all of that stage experience, they know you're going to lose games, and they know how, okay, you know, we did a lot of things right, we did some things wrong. Try your best to reset and just go play again. And it's kind of incredible when you think about it, how you can grind out a game for 60 minutes, you can be so close, and in the end you get absolutely nothing, and still these players can go into the next game and play like nothing happened a lot of the time, right? They're just doing their best. If you've played a lot of pubs, you also have experienced losing unlosable games. So, not that that last game was unlosable by any means, but
you know, we're seeing Diabolic Edict. Arcane Bolt coming as well. Yeah, Somnus is looking mega dead, although he might take Nisha with him. It's going to be close, and he actually gets the kill thanks to the Fairy Fire. YapzOr, Thunderstrike applied. My goodness, that was as close as it gets.
Nisha hesitated on the stun there. He thought Somnus was going to juke him and just overthought the play. And then he gets Vortexed and killed.
Yeah.
That's really big, because Somnus is going to get level 6 first and have the potential secondary kill mid with a Disruptor rotation or an IO rotation. Yeah, don't want to give Somnus kills like that on Storm.
I mean, after the last game, Nisha probably just wants to play with a handicap, right? Just wants to make it fair.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have a handicap last game by not having X. So,
well, that was his handicap that game. Yeah.
No, I genuinely think there was a very good reasoning behind not buying it last game. But haters gonna hate. Here we go. Somnus.
Yeah.
Not going. Here we don't go. He was thinking about it. And FY started a TP mid and canceled it. So it did seem like they were considering it.
And Matu with the Falcon Blade right now, allowing him to spam the Stifling Dagger to his heart's content. But looking at the CS, he is at top 3, 26 and 8 right now. And I don't know. This is one of those games where, like, is there a mid... What am I trying to say here, syndereN? Oh, bottom lane. We have Ancient Seal. Apply to the Weaver, but looks like he's going to be fine here. I mean, is there a point where you want to try to end? Like, what's the time window for each respective team to either care?
Both teams can go super late game. So I think, again, Secret by picking PA have enabled themselves to go late. FY's dead.
FY, my God. This is a dirty lane. Super dirty.
Yeah. It's really good against this lane, because the lane they're facing has no stuns and no slows. So they can't ever reset. They just have to stand there and take it and fight back and hope for the best, or TP out. Those are the two plays. But FY couldn't TP there because he had just been TPing mid for Somnus, and that play was cancelled. So didn't exist this time around.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Puppey level 4 now, has the 2 in Shadow Wave, 2 in Poison Touch. As bottom lane, we have the kinetic field applied to YapzOr. Looks like he is going to go down this time around. And Eurus with the time lapse to get most of his HP back.
Nice level up for Eurus there. Just gives him a free 500 heal, basically, that he got the level up from the kill. And he even makes it back in time to kill the siege creep and get full gold from this wave, so...
I think Secret's going to have to give up this tower in all likelihood. Although, actually, they do have a couple reinforcements potentially coming this way. A lot of damage has been done in this tower regardless.
I'm really surprised they let that happen. But I guess they just have to respect Storm being missing.
Yeah, I mean, it is so early, too, to lose this tower. 7 minutes. Somnus with that haste rune. Matu might be in some trouble. And there's not going to be a grave coming after Puppey anytime soon. Matu has to Phantom Strike his way to the other side, but this is just going to be too much. There's the grave. Matu attempting to TP out. Looks like he'll be successful. Oh! He actually dies just barely on his way back, so he loses the TP now. That is a huge yikes. Double kill for Yang. 3 dead overall for Secret.
He died in base to a tick from Scorched Earth.
That's okay.
That is very unlucky, but of course...
Wow. So it's like a 0.2 second fade, whatever you call that, linger time?
I don't know how long it lingers when you TP, but last tick there, just a little bit faster and he's alive.
That's insane.
And considering Shadow Grave does last 4 seconds, it's something along the lines of if Matu is just facing slightly differently, so he doesn't have to turn to TP,
that's true.
Then he lives there. Like, we're talking 0.1, 0.2 seconds there, difference between life and death, and that's big, because not only did Elephant kill him, he had to TP back, so now he can't get back out to the lane fast. He has to run all the way. They lost the tower, and Somnus was involved in 3 kills on his Storm. Dota is a very snowbally game sometimes. Like, all of these things... Think about it. If Nisha solo kills the Storm in the river, or with the help of YapzOr who is there, if that was a kill on the Storm instead of the Lesh, all of this might have not happened, right?
Yeah. Oh, Ancient Seal comes out, but he's already Shakuchi'd, so Eurus is totally fine. Going to be going for the Maelstrom after picking up this Falcon Blade now. And you're right. Momentum has slightly shifted into Elephant's favor for sure. Yep. Matu's game has taken a bit of a hit.
Definitely. And PA is not a hero that plays well from behind, so need to make sure you bring him back into the game. Obviously, PA nowadays used to buy a lot of Battle Fury. The item is very unpopular right now. It just isn't worth it most of the time. So he is queuing up the Maelstrom here on PA. Getting a nice mix of damage as well. Obviously, PA has decent physical component, so sometimes you want to amplify that, but sometimes you want to get the Maelstrom for the overall farming speed and early fighting potential that Battle Fury doesn't give you in the same way. It gives you the farming, but it's a terrible fighting item.
Yep, Somnus is connected to
Matu.
FY. This is going to be another death for Matu inside that Static Storm. Nowhere to go. And like you said, Elephant's starting to pull away a bit. The Snowball, of course, this is a Doom game. Have to mention it again, but Matu's game is pretty garbage right now.
Yeah, and Doom's going to get a Midas, so this is going to get worse and worse. Yang, who died twice already, once on First Blood and once in the lane, is now easily well ahead of everyone on Secret's side by 1,000 net worth 10 minutes in.
I mean, if it was like last game where Nisha was way ahead, then and could basically put him on their back, put him on his back for 20, 30 minutes before Matu gets his farm.
Just to give you some perspective here, if Doom didn't have Devour as a skill, he would still be ahead on net worth. So, like, you can put as much into Devour as you want in terms of this gold, but he would still be ahead of every core in the enemy team without it. It's obviously still a very, very useful spell, but it's not all the Devour. It's the 2 kills in the tower that really help. And his good CS, too. He's sitting on 56 against Matu's 46.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, good news. Fairy's Trinket was picked up, syndereN. Big news for Secret.
Good news.
Nisha will almost certainly pick that one up.
Oh, he's got a horsey for his horsey.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Well, maybe not then. Very sad to see.
I still think you give it to him, though. Yeah, he's taking it. He's giving the horsey away. Oh, he ported back to base instead of giving it to YapzOr, who's literally right next to him. That's kind of rude.
Well, it
YapzOr
takes too long to hand it off. People just, they don't communicate very well.
YapzOr gets a pig pole. Maybe Puppy's going to take a little horsey. I think you should give it to Skywrath, though. The mana pool is really good on that hero.
All right, quick thought about Pig Pull.
Yep.
What if it was an RNG item? I know you hate this already. You use it on an enemy.
I stopped listening.
And there's a 20% chance it sheeps them, 80% it sheeps you.
Did you design cards in Hearthstone by any chance, or?
Might as well. Nisha, all right, going to find its way in the arms of Somnus and get brought down immediately. Super in the meantime, taking a Mystic Flare to the face so that Secret gets 1 kill, but it's just on the support. Static Storm with the Doom applied as well. YapzOr attempting to TP out. See if he be successful.
Didn't burn that time.
Dies in the meantime.
Scorched Earth was over, so
That's
no
right.
linger. No linger that time.
But 2 for 1. Elephant will take that. As Nisha dies again. Matu,
if Matu gets soloed
boy.
here. Oh, the Swarm actually misses.
He might still get him anyway. Gets the Bounty Rune as well. Phantom Strike, and Somnus is here. Very little mana to speak of.
Secret getting run over here.
Absolutely, and Puppy does have a grave for himself. They're not going to commit any further.
Oh, Nisha doing good damage. Relocate.
TP'd back
he
in.
died.
Pulse Nova doing massive damage. Somnus down to the low ground as the grave applied to Nisha again.
Glimpse.
Looks like he is possibly fine. Zai does get glimpsed, but gets the Ravage off of 2 in the meantime. Looks like the right click from YapzOr is going to be enough. Eurus in the meantime getting extremely low. Nisha with the Lightning Storm. Arcane Bolt is following him. How much damage does this do, syndereN? I don't even know what level it is,
Not
for
enough.
God's sake. And Eurus will very
It's
nice.
level 1. YapzOr has maxed out Ancient Seal for the amplification and the strong silence against Storm and Weaver. Very understandable. And that means that Arcane Bolt is not strong enough.
7 deaths in that engagement. My God.
Crazy. And honestly, that could have gone worse for Secret. That was very close to them losing additional heroes, but
Yeah.
they kind of salvaged it there with Nisha doing a lot of damage coming in from the side. Puppy is almost level 9. He's a level and a half ahead of Matu. Like, what's going on, actually?
Wow.
Matu's level 7, Puppy level 9.
That's very weird.
Zai and Matu are going to share the Ancient
And
Seal.
as
That's
a
gonna
result,
help.
this actually ends up being a kind of significant kill.
Yeah. It's a lot of experience, and probably a mid tower, because PA is unfortunately not really useful right now, and Tide doesn't have Ravage, so defending this for Secret is difficult. They are going to try. Maybe they're going to be okay because there's no siege creep here. Somnus gets flanked.
Damage
Oh,
there.
that's good.
Ancient Seal. Can that, oh my God, he gets blown up. Somnus dead again. Super in the meantime will be the collateral damage as well.
They were not expecting that attack angle. Secret with a good offensive ward overseeing the area. And they find that amazing Ancient Seal into Leshrac damage combo. Just filthy how fast that kill went. FY had no chance of saving him.
Somnus is going to have to get a BKB this game pretty fast. Oh, he's going at first item after the Kaya, yeah. Not a big surprise there. Perhaps, I mean, maybe playing a little bit too cocky. I don't know if that's the right word. But feeling like he's invulnerable with an IO attached, but all it takes is an Ancient Seal.
Right. I mean, you understand why he would feel confident there. It's literally just the perfect angle that Secret found and the right spell connection.
Yep.
If he's standing straight in the middle in front of the tower, I don't think he can die.
Yeah, Mystic Flare and Gush from afar. Splitter
Easy
to
kill.
finish him off. Nisha with another kill for himself.
YapzOr already has the Veil. He's building into Glimmer.
And that was Somnus' first death, by the way, so
Yeah.
6-1 overall, while Nisha is 4-2. Taking some of the enemy neutral creeps is Elephant.
Yeah, we shouldn't sleep on Eurus either. Hasn't been too involved in the fights, but is obviously farming very, very well on the Weaver. Not usually the best hero against PA. Doesn't mind buying BKB, but also has to look after defensive items, even with an IO. So that's probably a bit away, but he can be very good against all the other heroes. He is level 12, so very strong. Compared to Secret's high-level hero being Leshrac, almost hitting level 12, but everyone else is below 10. Except Zai, who barely cracked it. So Eurus definitely sitting strongly here. 2 level 2 ultis available now for the Radiant side. Almost 3. Doom is getting there. Actually, BKB for Yang gets completed now.
Wow.
So he is very, very powerful. Secret can't kill him in BKB. They have no damage. Like, PA is not online, and even if he were, like, he has a Maelstrom, so that isn't dealing damage to BKB
I mean, he's
either.
like 15 minutes away from having something significant to kill Doom, for sure.
Yeah, probably. Something along those lines. So very, very strong timing coming up here for Elephant. They could even force a Roche, I think. Okay, we're going to see the river. Eurus gets the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, posturing a bit here in the mid lane.
They want the mid tower.
The glimpse.
Okay.
Nothing to follow it up. Siege gets one more attack.
Does the
And
smoke.
into the smoke we go. So Elephant,
All
as
eyes
you
on
said-
Yang. He can do so much in this fight.
yeah, for sure. Matu's gonna have to be careful. If he dies again, this, I don't know how you recover.
You say that when he's 3-3 and 2, but you're kind of right. Like it's just he's so
Well,
far behind already.
Position ones can't die more than three times, syndereN.
They
At
can.
16 minutes. Come now, please. Impossible.
I played with your lifestealer. They definitely can.
Okay.
But then they don't win. But they can die more than 3 times in 16 minutes. They can actually die more than 3 times.
I'm just
in
really
8
bad in the
minutes.
laning stage. That's the difference.
Eh,
I'm very good at everything else,
yes.
especially buying ags. Very good at that.
Especially complaining about the game in general.
Yes, that's true.
Very good.
I only complain about things that I love.
Dire's bottom
That's
tower
why I haven't
is
complained
under
about you once.
Aw.
I absolutely adore casting with you.
It's
There's the heat map again.
way to make it awkward. He wouldn't say that off camera, by the way, guys. Just a heads up.
I think you missed the joke, by the way.
Oh, that was a joke? Sorry, I wasn't
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, he pops the BKB with the Doom now. Nisha is in a ton of trouble, and this will lead to a pretty easy kill for Elephant. Zai
Perfectly
gets off the
timed
Ravage.
Ravage.
Beautifully done. Can they get some kills? First one's going to be on Eurus, and the sideline Somnus picks off Puppey. Matu has come to play as well. Somnus basically out of mana, uses the Horsey to kill Yapzor. But now, with no mana, can Matu and company kill him off? Gets the static
Yang
remnant
wants
off.
to help.
Yep, Zai jumps in again, gets the anchor smash. Matu with a double kill. This is providing Matu with so much. As Yang, into the trees he goes. He's going to be linked up. Matu, he has to be careful with these spirit balls. And Zai as well. He's going to go down to the Scorched Earth. So, I mean, I feel like from Seeker's perspective, Matu at least gets something out of that, but
That
Still.
was very good for Seeker given the circumstances. They got their Leshrac, their biggest damage dealer, got doomed and killed off, and Zai gets the frame-perfect Ravage on the Doom BKB, and they get a couple of kills for PA, so it's something. They don't really gain gold. Like, the gold exchange is basically 0, but considering you're far behind and you got engaged on, like, I think a draw is a win. Fighting again already.
yeah,
Super
Misha
stat.
hits the Split Earth. Yang doesn't have the BKB. Oh, actually, it
does.
is up again, so we'll
He's
have to
gonna
use
run.
the second charge for it.
All right. Secret are not...
They're not scared.
They're really not slowing down. Like,
Yeah.
They're aware that without Doom and with Storm being sent away, they can immediately go for another play. Using Nisha that time around because he wasn't doomed. Wonder what he's going to build. He's going into Eternal Shroud currently. Very good item this
Oh,
game.
yeah.
under attack.
Love this item.
Hearing a piggy.
Yeah, that is a... I feel like that's a more aggressive... What if that was the noise for cheering? Are there anybody in Dota TV want to cheer? Maybe they implemented the squeal. That's like a 1% chance to go off. That would be epic.
I actually think a rare spawn cheer sounds pretty funny.
I agree. I think of all the good ideas, syndereN. Don't forget that.
1% chance that it's a really loud foghorn. Or a vuvuzela, or however you pronounce that.
All right, we got another smoke, this time from Elephant. And like you said, the Eternal Shroud is picked up
Dire are scanned.
by Nisha. Matu. Yeah, he felt it coming. Knowing that everybody's off the map, pops his blur, and gets up to safety. He's not too far away from BKB, but even with that, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't die immediately, just still doesn't have damage. You need a +1 off that, right? I would assume.
Yeah, you do.
And what do you go? Is it too late to go Deso after that?
I don't think
the
so.
build-up?
I think Dezo is still good. He also has Brigand's Blade, which helps very quickly when he gets an early strong hit in. So, yeah, I could definitely see Deso. What else would he get in this spot? We agree it has to be offensive. He can't get Lincolns.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Now it's Secret that's smoked. Do they actually want to fight? Matu is not... If they get this Ancient Seal on Eurus, this could result in a kill. They're both posturing on the respective sides. Oh, the Swarm actually connects on 2, and Somnus jumps in with the BKB. Down goes Yapzor to start this thing off. Yang gets off the Doom onto Nisha. With that Pulse Nova still going, but it looks like he's going to drop as a result. So 2 for nothing. An Elephant continuing to snowball in this game.
Secret Slam's just not good against BKB right now. They just aren't. They have nothing. The Skywrath can't play. Leshrac can't play, and PA can't threaten yet.
Yep, the triple BKB. I mean, you have to give Elephant credit. After the last game, they have definitely brushed it aside, syndereN.
Yep. We did say going into the series that we thought the most likely outcome was a 1-1. It seems ever the more likely right now. Glimpse on Tide. They're not finishing Roche. 15 seconds on Lesh. They're still respecting Secret Gun and Smoke. This is a big moment. They have no BKBs against the Ravage.
And Nisha is not up for another few seconds. FY still attached, but the Aegis goes in the arms of Elephant. It's going to come. All right, Zai jumps in with the Ravage into the Mystic Flare as well. So they'll get a second kill here. Matu will be happy with that. But again, Aegis goes the way of Elephant.
And Ravage was used. So as soon as these two heroes respawn, you bet that Elephant are going to flush Secret out of the map.
Right.
They're going to go and push a tower, or they're going to go and gank them and feel invincible with their BKBs off cooldown. They might even defend top tier 1 here. Somnus is kind of thinking about it, it looks like. They have Glyph. They're pinging it too. FY has buyback. Oh, this could be a big fight.
Oh, Somnus jumps in. He's going for Puppey first. Pops the BKB to take off the Ancient Seal. In the meantime, the Swarm coming from afar. Puppey has to grave himself. Oh. What? Was that a crit?
Yep, that it was.
All right,
Glimpse.
Somnus is dead, but the Glimpse cancels the TP. Phantom Strike to the other side. No grave available. Now it is.
Sick juke from Puppey here.
Yep. He will live, but sadly for Secret,
oh, they
Matu.
saw him just barely with the static remnant when he was glimmering there.
Yep. Yapzor's going to take a tumble here, and Puppey is dead too.
Yep.
So like you said, they got aggressive.
Yep. Secret do get the tower, but they lose Matu. I'm really curious what his quick buy is. I'm waiting for it. Hoping he's a bit more decisive than Nisha in last game, where it's just going to be misleading for 5 minutes.
Yeah, Nisha will buy components to 3 different items and then decide on combining one of them. Exaggeration.
He is hovering BKB here. I guess he has to get that on Lesh against the overwhelming damage of Doomstorm.
I mean, if you're
I think Eurus might just buy MKB here, right?
From Yang's perspective, is dooming Lesh even good? If Pulse Nova is already going?
Yeah, I think it's still
still is good?
Yeah, there's so much more damage coming out of Lesh than just Pulse Nova. You also remove other things from the game. You remove the Yules, right?
Yeah, true.
You remove the Eternal Shroud active. That could help him too. So
I feel like from a mid perspective, though, if you were to rank mid heroes that don't mind being doomed, there's not many. Lesh has got to be one of the better ones, at least, right?
If he has both Edict and Pulse Nova running, it's okay, but it still sucks. Just because this hero's impact in teamfights is so much about spamming spells, right? Like you have low cooldown Lightning Storm, low cooldown Split Earth. You can retoggle Pulse Nova for extra damage, and all of those things just get removed. So it's still a good Doom target. At some point in this game, he might swap it over to the PA, just because, like we talked about, they have so good protection against in their BKBs that if they Doom the one physical guy who needs to Blink Strike to do it, then maybe they just take away any threat.
Oh, Zai's going to get jumped. He's going to get doomed. He's going to be brought down.
Easy.
So Elephant with another nice pick off there, as we just saw. Matu is working towards the MKB syndereN, so that's the choice.
I like that high five from Nisha and Matu off to the side. They were like, okay, Zai died instead of us. High five. Because they were heading that way.
Thanks for the tank. Tanking the gank.
Wait, is that a full Axe almost completed on Storm, or is he just hovering the point booster?
I was assuming Bloodstone, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. He's getting Bloodstone first. My bad.
Yang taking a Stifling Dagger. So Zai is going to be up in 15 seconds. Still has Ravage, of course.
Disruptor Shard coming out. Slax is thrilled.
All right. Get to Thunderstrike your teammates. They get some attack speed. They get some move speed. They get... That's about it.
1.25 second buff that provides 50% move speed and 75 attack speed and increases radius to 650.
I mean,
it's pretty good on Storm.
I'm not saying
He's
it's a bad
Storm and he jumps in.
Yeah, I think it's actually...
And Doom.
In terms of concept, it's one of the cooler shards, actually.
Do you know if you can cast it on BKB allies? You play a lot of Disruptor, you know this.
I probably played them twice, so...
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Absolutely not. You cannot do it.
Okay, thank you.
I know this definitively. Don't look it up.
I guess he's going to use it on Doom, just to give him haste, right?
Yeah.
That's probably good. There
That's
we go.
Good on both
Testing
of them,
it right now. He's whipping him,
Oh,
too.
he's got the whip, too. That's nice. Some nice synergy.
Yeah. He's real
I bet he saw the neutral. He's like, oh, now I got to get shard. The ultra combination here.
I mean, it's pretty terrifying. A hasted Doom just running at you with BKB in this game. He's going to have Shivas completed now as well, Yang.
Oh boy, that's the arcane rune. Somnus like very excited. It's like a little kid just ready to eat his fried chicken, syndereN. Just delicious fried chicken being delivered.
Why
runs to the table.
Can you stop talking about fried chicken? I'm actually getting hungry again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're actually psyching yourself out.
That's true. My bad.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, I can't stop thinking about fried chicken.
That's okay.
I mean,
Shiva's now on Doom.
fried chicken is even in the game when Yang goes on Skywrath. So, you know, it's...
That's true.
Oh, now I just see it everywhere, and I just see dead Skywraths being scorched earth.
Yeah, the pig pole is not equipped right now, I don't
Which
think.
part of Skywrath do you think tastes the best?
The wings?
Really?
Yeah. Because it's not human.
Yeah.
That part's not human. That's just a wing of a bird.
A golden thread.
It's a bird.
Yeah, that's a bird. Angels are part bird. I'm pretty sure that's what the lore says. Anyway, back to the game.
Okay, it's fine. We're fine.
What? Was that the correct answer?
No, I'm just saying we're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yep. It's okay.
Somnus does have his Bloodstone now, working towards a sheep stick. He is quite farmed. 10k net worth lead at 27 minutes. This is a very large lead. I can't... 62% win probably. That's actually lower than I thought it would be. Huh.
I guess Gabe really likes PA sometimes, but...
Yeah, if he can crit twice as often, I guess. Nisha. Okay. Oh, they're going to cancel the TP with the Infernal Blade, and Yapzor looks to be next.
Nice glimpse.
Yeah, the
Just
glimpse
crush.
out. So quick kill, super. Getting healed by FY. Oh, Yang's going to come back now. Yeah, Elephant is definitely stopping this game right now. Why would it be only 62%?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel that way about the
68
game.
now. One kill.
I guess it's the. I guess it's just the PA factor. He's hitting level 18 and he's getting a new damage item with his MKB. So maybe in the perfect world where they land their Ravage, they get key kills. That's got to be it. I don't think.
I'm not saying it's impossible by any means.
It's definitely not impossible. But you're far behind. That's fair to say. I would not say 2-1 here. I would definitely give Elephant more like a 4-1 or better.
Jumps in. Zai in quite a bit of trouble. Has nobody nearby, so we'll just die.
Did you see how much damage Yang did to that Tide? That's kind of insane.
Infernal Blade is
Wolf
a
Pack,
very good spell.
Wolf Aura, Infernal Blade, Overcharge, and Quicksilver Amulet. It's scary.
Yeah.
You're playing against 3 carries, basically. That's Secret right now. Like, all 3 cores in the enemy team do tons of damage.
Yeah. I mean, is there a downside to playing Doom? Like, does he take up more space than a normal offlaner because he's taking a lot of farm? Or, like, what are the downsides to this?
I don't know. I'm just seeing Doom win every game I watch.
That's exactly
right
what I'm
now,
asking, though. Like, what's the downside here? Seems so good. Matu.
Good D-ward from Super here. Secret are desperately trying to get a fight in favorable vision, but Elephant isn't giving it to them.
More move speed taken for the talent from Yang. So let's see how fat. I mean, there's a cap, though, right?
He is already capped when he gets the 2 Disruptor spells. That's before Scorched Earth and Phase Boots, I think. He's still hasted. Well, he's not going to have those all the time.
Well, then
30 Doom DPS is a pretty... I mean, it's an okay talent. How much damage does that give to Doom? What's 30 times 16, Shannon?
8,000.
That is 480, you're correct.
Thank you.
So it's 500 extra damage on Doom if it runs full duration. It's good, but I guess the Scorched Earth move speed is just a real feel-good talent.
All right, the smoke up from Secret now. So BKB's been online for Matu for quite a while. He has the MKB as well. So this looks like the go time for Secret. And if they lose this fight, then it might be close to being over.
Yeah, they need to make it count on this one.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Shard is being built by puppies, so he's going to get the sheep with Poison Touch.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've only seen that against like an illusion-based lineup.
Yeah, I don't actually know how good it is here. Also because there's not even a guarantee the Poison Touch is even going to land. Like Weaver can Shikuchi, Storm can jump.
Maybe it's one of those, hey, we're about to lose, let me just buy something that maybe has a bit of impact.
It might be the best 1,400 gold he can spend. That's fair.
I mean, maybe Ghost Scepter.
He has it already.
Oh, yeah, okay, very good.
So what else can he even buy? Solar Crest for PA, maybe? You can start building that with a medallion. Arguably an item they should have in this game, especially because he already has the Blightstone, right? So maybe worth considering.
Yep, second Roche is up. Elephant would obviously like to get a pick off before going for it to make things a little bit easier, especially with Ravage still online.
Yeah, they have a very good ward for this. They're patiently waiting. Nisha's walking in.
Oh
This
boy,
is bad,
they jump
Secret.
in. The Static Storm is there. The Ravage does go off for Zai, but Puppey's going to be the first to fall. Nisha staying pretty healthy, but Matu is getting dropped so quickly. Down he goes. No buyback whatsoever. But on the other side, Somnus does get taken out by Secret.
Wow.
So very important kills for each respective side. Doom died as well and bopped back.
I did not expect Secret to get that kind of an outcome there. That
agree.
looked so bad, but Matu's MKB and immediately just jumping in and slaying the Doom really made the difference there. Doom didn't go off. He just got killed very quickly.
Yeah,
he didn't BKB, did he?
He didn't BKB.
He got ravaged. Okay, so it's just a mistake basically as well.
Yeah, but with the BKB available and knowing that PA is not here, has to buy back, but as we can see, doesn't have it. Ooh,
Yeah.
a refresher already on Zai. My goodness. But the Aegis and Shard go the way of
Eurus
Elephant
is confident.
again.
He has double damage.
Yep, Yapsor
They're
gets
not expecting
deleted.
that one,
Zai
though.
with a huge Ravage. Is he going to get the time lapse off? He does. Back to basically full HP. And it looks like this might be the beginning of the end for game number 2 as Secret are dropping like flies.
I really like that attempt from Secret.
I
though.
agree. That
Just
was really cool.
Flat out super surprise factor. There was no way Elephant were expecting that Ravage to come out, but they had barely had enough in the tank on Weaver to stay alive. I guess in a way maybe they shouldn't have tried for it just because you're going to kill an Aegis, right? And you know you're going to lose heroes for it regardless, but I think they felt a little bit desperate that they had to take a risk. Comes the push.
To the
Eurus
high
is
ground we go. Matu
All right.
trying to blow up FY. It's going to be close, but he will survive. Has to pop his BKB now. Zai stuck inside this kinetic field and will get right-click down into Oblivion.
surprised that Secret didn't buy back there if they wanted to try for this, right? They could have bought back Skywrath or Lesh, but maybe they were hoping to just get a quick pick and reset. But Ion not dying there with the Glimmer Cape. Did they have Dust on him? I don't know.
Ancient Seal. Oh my
Force
goodness.
Staff.
Yeah, not quite enough damage. Still has the Aegis, of course. Somnus from the other side of the map, basically going on top of Matu. This will be the end of the game, surely, if they get this kill.
Good
Still has
Glimmer.
enough mana to get to him, but no mana to close the gap even further. Either way, they find the kill. Yapsor in his fountain. And Elephant. Looks like they're going to be primed to take, at the very least, mid-racks, if not more.
Yeah. FY with the overcharge healing up Eurus quite a lot here. They can't go for second lane. Both tier 2s are up in the sides, so gonna take their win and go to the enemy triangle. 24,000 gold lead. And now Gabe Newell is coming to the realization that Radiant are, in fact, very far ahead.
There's no crit in the world that can save you.
Well, there is no buyback on Doom. If Secret find another fight that they just took, like, maybe they can kill Doom and go from there, but there is just so much they have to get through. There's a Scythe on Storm. Weaver's finishing Satanic. Yeah, there's just so many items.
Oh, the cheers out of nowhere. They've been building up for so much time for this moment at 35 minutes for the 25K net worth lead for Elephant. The crowd goes crazy, syndereN.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and saying this is not working as intended. The crowd has been completely quiet for 35 minutes, and now that it's almost over, they're like, yay!
That's a build-up over the course of the whole game. Finally gets released.
Maybe that's how it works. Maybe it's like stacking up, and eventually at some point there's been enough cheers. Good job, chat. You made sure to cheer at the worst possible time. I say chat, but obviously Dota TV.
Well, there's a chat in Dota TV.
That's
as well.
true. That's true.
And saying viewers doesn't sound as cool as chat.
Yeah.
Oh, Satanic now online for Eurus. He is he's got the MKB as well, so will be very difficult to kill, especially with that second life. And you have to assume that Elephant is gonna try to end things here pretty soon with this Aegis. Another sub 2 minutes to go.
Absolutely. I think they should just go high ground. I say just. They are fighting into 2 Ravages, so maybe it's a bit scary. Zai does have the mana pool for it. Costs him 925. to cast 2 Ravagers, or 950 actually. No, he's 1 mana short. He needs 1 mana regen tick to use his Soul Ring, Stick, or his Arcane Boots.
My good. Or you can just regen naturally.
That's what I just said, 1 tick.
1 tick.
He has 2 Ravagers. It's okay. There's no mana burn on the Radiant.
Then he can't do anything after.
I would be, like...
It's funny because we don't see that too often because he went Refresher pretty early
This
game.
is similar to last game from Elephant, where they're in a really good position, but they don't want to use this Aegis to try a high ground. I feel like it's not even risky, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
you let Euros hit the tower, he has 2.5k health, and you have a relocate, and you have a Storm that can go in and punish if the enemy team start the fight, but they're electing to just let the Aegis expire. I'm not saying this is a losing strategy. They're obviously super far ahead, and this is also going to win them the game, but... I feel like it is a little bit concerning from a confidence standpoint about...
Or strategy standpoint.
Yeah.
This is kind of like old school Chinese Dota, like in the early stages of Dota 2 and late stages of Dota 1 even.
Yeah. The game was very different back then, though. There was a phase in Dota 1 when buyback didn't have a cooldown. Going high ground then was very interesting late game. Storms with like 4 lives when they had 10k gold.
Yeah, those were good times.
Good fun.
That's why Necro Ags was great when it came out.
Yeah. Great design. Loved that one.
I actually did unironically love that one.
Yeah, you would.
Buybacks can be really annoying when you're trying to end the game, Cinder. I don't know if you know this. Disabling it with an item. Oh, man.
Yep, Zor
Good times.
has Glimmer Cape, Invisibility, Invincibility.
Yeah, the glimpse back into the kinetic field. Pops his Ghost Scepter, gets off the Mystic Flare, but he will eventually be brought to... Okay, the Grave, keeping him alive a little bit longer.
He's dead.
And yeah, Static... Ooh, okay. Ticks out eventually. Static Storm was an interesting choice, but...
I think that was actually necessary.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. 30k net worth lead for Elephant. They don't have Aegis anymore. And does that mean they're waiting for the next one? Based on their play so far today.
Like, I genuinely think any fight where they Doom Tide, it's over. I think that's all it takes. Aegis or no Aegis. But yeah, they'll probably wait for it at this point, right? Roche can respawn in 2 minutes, but... Like, if Yang has any ward in the base, they actually have one right now. If that one would see Tide and he blinks in with Scorched Earth, Shiva, and just Dooms Tide, I just think they get at least the lane of Barracks, right?
Yeah.
Like, Secret have no chance without their 2 Ravagers. No way in hell. And he also has 2 Dooms, so he can Doom PA as well, if he wanted to. But Elephant being very, very, very patient and playing it safe. It is a very high-stakes game for them. Let's not forget, this game is actually super important for their chances of getting upper bracket and skipping effectively at least 1 round in the tournament. It feels very good to be top 4 in the group.
Yeah, they were
no
3
matter
and
if you're
5,
4th or 1st.
So they're
it
3
feels
and
great.
6 right now, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Overall.
They need to start winning games quickly. They could end, theoretically, they can end 10-6 now, and that is likely 3rd or 4th if they win out.
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Oh,
So a lot of
3
stakes.
Thunderstrike hits talent. I didn't even know that one was a thing. So that's pretty cool, especially with the shard.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. Damn. Slacks was right.
This is great. Wait, how many hits does that do now?
A lot.
7.
Yeah, that's insane.
This should make my life easier.
The game is continuing.
It is.
31k net worth lead for Elephant. 98%. They want. I think what they're trying to do is they're extending until it hits 100%. That's what they really want. That, or they want tier 5 items again because they didn't get enough practice last game.
I wonder what it would take to go to 100.
I've been wanting this.
I mean, how often does it get to 100 right before you kill the Ancient?
I don't know what factors exactly the win probability uses. I think it's about gold compared to game time, and then hero win rates at any given time in the game, and items or something like that. And obviously structures taken. Like Barracks changed the win rate exceptionally much.
Right.
But
Yang is actually working towards an Ags, which will allow him to break PA if he so well, breaking Tide doesn't really matter.
not if he's dooming him, no. It's kind of irrelevant.
Actually can buy it right now if he wants, but
Ags on Storm.
Yep, so we're going to get the big AoE of Electric Vortex.
Secret are trying to find a fish bottom. There's no fish to be had. It's just a creep wave. Elephant are waiting around the Roche pit and just keep on farming, not giving Secret any opportunity to find a single kill. Roche will spawn in 1 minute. So Somnus is going to be hanging out here for quite a while until he gets bored and goes and farms a jungle camp.
Yeah, and what can Secret do to contest the... I mean, they have a good Roche fight capabilities, but how are they going to scout this out is the real question.
Yeah, it's
all about timing here.
They can't really scout it, yeah.
They just got to guess.
Yep.
Oh, Yang pops the Shivas. Looks like this is going to be the death of Yapzor.
Oh, they also found Nisha with the spirits.
Oh my god.
Wait, what canceled his TP?
I think he might have... Huh?
Did he cancel himself? I don't think anything hit him there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, what?
He might have canceled it.
I think
himself.
he messed up.
All right, now that... I would assume they try to go high ground here and force out buybacks, but we'll see. Yeah, they are playing extremely passive this game.
Yang is going to see Matu.
Yep,
Doom.
and there's the Doom after the refresher was used. Puppies in the vicinity. Yang is just going to try to reset.
He's giving them Elena Barracks, basically. Oh my god!
Electric Vortex onto 3 heroes from Somnus. And this looks to be the death, at the very least, of Matu. Although Puppy's still in the vicinity. All right, he will live. Double grave. Very nice, but like you said, the racks starting to take some damage. They get the tier 3 tower. Still 2 buybacks available for Secret. And Elephant will get the melee racks at the very least. Yang
Relocate.
in a 1v1 battle with Matu. Yep, relocate from the top side. Matu jumps right into the arms of FY, trying to take him out, but it's not going to happen. 84 seconds on the deck. No buyback. Super is doing a lot of damage to this range racks. You would think a Raptor could do a little bit more damage than that, but... Zai, all right, gets off the Ravage with the Mystic Flare combo. That's enough to take out Yang in the meantime. 120 seconds, but does have buyback, as the refresher is now used by Zai, so still another Ravage to go.
99%.
Okay, we're almost there.
Almost there. Any second now. Roche is up.
All right, when Roche... Oh, that's an Ags too. When Roche dies, does that go to 100%?
I don't think so.
No? Does it round up from decimals? That's the other question.
Yes. Because if it didn't, then 100% would be 100%.
Yeah. I figured as much as we see the replay. Okay, let's see what Nisha did. I'm pretty sure that's just a cancel on himself.
Yeah, I don't...
Right? I'm trying to see if there's an Atos on anybody. There's not, right?
No, and I don't think anything stopped it, but...
Yep, so that is the Aegis, that is the Cheese, that is the Achanim Scepter for Mr. Super, so he has the AoE Doom. He has the point booster, so...
Yeah, he's probably going to go Scotty with that now.
Yep,
Very
I
cool.
think so.
Bloodstone.
Looking good.
Yeah. I don't
go
think it's going to
Octarine,
get turned into anything. I think this game is about to be turned into a draw.
I don't know. If I was Elephant, I might wait for the next Roche, just to try to get the refresher shard.
If you were Elephant, you would stall out the game to minute 60 so you could get tier 5 items, and then you would end.
Yeah, I
don't just want
think,
tier 5 items.
I think after last game, they understand that you need to have Book of the Dead to be able to win.
Yeah, for sure.
So with that in mind, this strategy is starting to make a lot more sense. It's either that or they're trying to mount a lead that has never been had in TI history, but there's still a long ways to go, right? I think we've had like a 60K plus net worth lead at some point. Gem on Somnus now, has the Arcane Rune, and I mean, they have everything they need. There's the Doom Ags.
Goodness.
This feels like my pub games where
you get fountain farm.
I'm just trying to get to the late game. Like we're ahead, but I still want more items because it's more fun with more items.
This does remind me of the game I played with your Lifestealer, just that we didn't get to this point.
Yeah.
We just lost.
That's not my fault, though.
10 minutes earlier. That's true. It was my fault.
Yeah, for letting me pick Lifesteal.
For queuing with you.
Or that, yeah. That's always a big mistake.
Yeah. All right, base defense commence.
All right, Eurus.
Stun.
Ready to go. Split
Stun.
Earths galore. It's going to be hard to get to the other side.
Stun.
Yep,
It's
Eurus.
going in.
Nice timing. We'll get
Stun.
stunned again, though.
Stun.
Okay. getting healed by FY.
He's dooming Tide.
Yep, Yang jumps
Oh
in.
my God.
Zai is dead, but he buys back into the game. Sominus, in the meantime, jumps on the back line. They have to reset. The Doom was applied, I believe, to Lesh as well, right? So
What the
on his
hell
way
was
back.
that damage on Tide? Did yours have double damage? Dude, how did he just die that fast?
It was quite quick.
That was insane.
And resetting is Elephant. So
Okay.
both Dooms were used.
Yeah.
So I think they're waiting for the next Doom.
That's 2 minutes, then their Aegis is going to expire.
I think that's what's happening. But the Ags is in his backpack. Wait,
He's using Midas.
was that the... oh, okay.
He's going to swap it in when it's fighting
It
time.
was
He just
already
wants to-
consumed, so...
This is about as greedy as you can get as a player. He's keeping Midas in for the sake of the cooldown. 47 minutes in with a full inventory because he wants to Midas over using Ags.
That, considering what I've seen so far today, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Oh, he blocked the camp. He's not going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, let's look at the replay here. How did Zai die so fast? Swarm is
Look at
applied.
this. So he gets doomed.
All
and then
right.
1, 2, 3 hits from Weaver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he is broken as well, right? So no Kraken Shell.
Yeah, that's true. That definitely adds to the hurt.
Yeah. Eurus has the +1 Gemini.
It's time to cheer.
Talent.
We love the jungle.
Yep. 50K. 50K net worth lead. That's probably what the cheers are for. Secret's really happy about that too.
Yeah, every fan loves that.
I wonder if you were to pause the game right now and ask Secret, how much do you think you're down by?
Yeah.
What do you think they would say? Do you actually think they think it's 50K?
Probably not. Probably something like 30 or 40 maybe. I don't know. It's just such an it's just an astronomical amount that you probably wouldn't guess that, right?
Less than a minute left on Aegis. Will there be another wait for Roche?
There's no way.
I have never seen a team this passive since TI1, literally, where you were picking Anti-Mage versus Spectre every single game and just farming.
Apart from Na'Vi that just ran everyone over.
Yeah, Na'Vi was the exception. That's why they won TI, because they were the only one doing something different.
Oh, Io gets a 900 health talent. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yep.
He's tanky.
Probably just going for the level 30 now. All right. Can we get a... I'm not sure if the cheers are actually working, but can we get a cheer when the Aegis expires, please? You guys have 8 seconds to comply. All right, here we go. All right. Everybody chose not to cheer. Thank you, syndereN.
Aegis
Thank
is
you.
expired. It's time to go. Treads in.
My lord! Finish the game, for God's sake! It's over! Wait, what's the percentage now?
99.
Dude, if Secret win this game,
What are you going to do?
I don't know what I can do. They deserve to win. At this rate.
Why?
Because
they've been old.
it's 50 minutes in, you're down 50K, and the enemy is too scared to fight you still. They're going
Secret
for
are a good team. They
another
could make
Roshan.
a great fight.
This is unreal, actually. The split Earths are too scary.
Yepsor's bathing
we
in
have a
them.
smoke here. Cheese is on Io. Definitely a good choice. Oh, the jump in. There's the sheep. There's the Doom as well. That is a dead Matu. No buyback.
They don't know that, though.
That's true. They don't know that. So maybe they should wait for the next Roche,
He refreshed.
just in case.
Yang has refreshed. If he finds a Doom on Tide, the game ends. Tide has no buyback.
Yep.
It's the one target he wants. And Elephant
Zai
are
is
going to look for
showing
it.
himself. He's going to jump.
Oh,
the
tether stun!
Oh, my goodness. But doesn't actually matter here. Although the right clicks are there.
Glimpse.
And finally, the Ravage comes out. The Refresher as well. Another stun thanks to the tether. Not able to get off that second Ravage. And as expected, a Weaver died in this engagement somehow. Nisha actually TP's back to base successfully as Yang finishes off Puppy in style. We'll buy back into the game as Yaps are getting chased now as well. Split Earth not being able to connect here as the buildings are slowly going down. Without the Weaver, They've definitely lost some of that luster, but now they're going to probably finish this game here. A nice electric vortex onto 2. And Nisha finally dies, does have buyback, but he's going to be the lone survivor if Yapster goes down here too, but looks like he'll limp away, just barely. Somnus with his massive damage, just beating down these racks. This will be Megas. We're at, okay, what's the win percentage?
99.
Oh my god. All right. We're going to jump in again for Somnus. That's going to be a kill on Yapsor at the very least, and does have buyback as well. And the tier 4 is
60K.
dropping very shortly. Very good play here. Doom again onto Mr. Matu, who's resigned to his death again. Oh, Somnus actually dies. Nisha tries to TP out, but gets a glimpse back. That's going to be a dieback. Can we look at the win percentage after Yapster dies here? Need to see if this goes to 100%. Keep it on the screen as the Ancient will fall.
99.
Keep it on the screen. 99. Will it go to 100? Will it happen? No. Secret still has a 1% chance to win this game. If the servers were to crash, the game is nullified completely. But that is the end of game.